crumb on my titty aside, the job interview went, yeah, it was not one that feels memorable. If I'm being candid, I've applied to so many jobs that getting this interview was exciting, but it wasn't like the one. So I don't care that much. But I did want to come back and share. But I looked so fucking cute, and now that I know how to use the green screen, I'm gonna show you how cute I looked. Oh, bitch, I'm crying. I'm crying. Not it's exposing me. Yes, I did burn some French toast the other day, true. But bitch, I looked so cute at my interview today. Oh my god. Bitch, wait till I get to put videos in the background. I feel like I could probably do that at some point. Yeah. You know what though? That might be what the green screen is for. But yeah, no, I looked so fucking cute. I did my eyes. I had my little hat. I did my little look. I feel like I looked great. The only thing is, the lady that I was being interviewed by, she just seemed really over it. She just seemed really tired of interviewing people. Also, it was breakfast time at the hotel, so I stole some stuff from there. No, I didn't. I didn't get caught, bitch. Don't worry. But still, I was like, bitch, let me take some of this honey and let me take some of this tea for me for later. But yeah, all I have is a cute photo from earlier where I looked adorable. Honestly, I did a little photo shoot. I was like, you're giving it, bitch. I was like, ah. But you know, though the filter on this one wasn't giving, but bitch, from the side. From the side, oh my god, adorable. Oh my god, cute. We love her. We love her. We love her. And then also, top model. Top model. Exactly. I appreciate. Thank you so much. You know, it was one of them days, bitch. It was one of them motherfucking days. I'm also trying to get the fuck up out of here. Trying to stop green screen sharing. Done. We are done. Okay. It's like, no, you're not. Okay. You have to hit that button. That's the button I think you're supposed to hit. Ooh, no. Low key, though, I will show you this because it was messy. So, this is a picture of a man that swiped on me. And this is an actual an actual question I had for him. Because let's be fucking honest. Let's be real. Let's be real. Do you have eggs, sir? Do you have eggs? Because if not, leave me be. If not, I'm gonna need you to go away. You're okay. Your name is Trans Kid Mafia, and you're asking a question about your own child. I personally would go to a parenting message board. I'm not a parent, and I don't have many experiences being a trans child. No, my voice is robust. My voice is sexy as hell. You gotta calm down. Y'all are really like wanting my attention. I can tell. I don't care though. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna ignore y'all. Um. Yeah, no, I was gone for a while. I was in the hospital for a little bit. It was unfortunate. I think I tried to tell y'all that I had a seizure, and then I had another one and another one days apart. So I don't know, but I've been trying to just take it easy, take care of myself, drink more water. Because I really think that was the culprit. Like I got kind of locked on to drinking soda, and like sometimes it's a fixation. Honestly, I do think that like I am smoking a lot of tobacco with my rose petals and my weed, so I am trying to change my ratios. Yeah, no, the it was really unfortunate. You saying you don't get seizures from not hot water? Hear me out. What I'm saying is I was dehydrated, and then I also had eaten something that was extremely like high gluten. And so, in my theory is that like me throwing up and having the seizure, I think those are connected. No, I am an addict. That's true, but I don't think that my seizure has anything to do with my addiction to smoking. But I appreciate you though. Thank you for your concern. No, for sure. But that's the thing, though. See, I don't disagree with you. It could be my guy. I don't disagree with you. Here's my thing, though. I have lost weight, so that's another reason why I'm like, I don't think that's the case. Like, I've lost weight, like I've lost over 100 pounds, so I don't think that it's like a weight gain situation. I've been losing, so I don't think it's that. And again, my diet. I feel like for the most part, I eat a very Mexican diet. I eat a very like guacamole, pico de gallo, a lot of onion, a lot of avocado, a lot of plantain, um, a lot of bacon. I feel like that's definitely something to think about. The pork. Um, I fucking cried. Listen, Ren, I love you so much. I do not care about what these people say to me because let's be real, none of y'all are my doctor. Like I feel like that's the thing. If you think that my voice sounds manly, why are you in here? Like I just want to like, do you typically listen to manly bitches? Is this your everyday? Because it seems like it is. It seems like you're not worried about it at all. It seems like you asking questions, but you're quite comfortable. So maybe just continue to enjoy. Um, Not 100 pound weight loss is concerning. I'm crying. Well, it was more that like I was eating a lot of food and not doing a lot of stuff, and now I'm eating less food and doing less stuff. So I feel like it's balancing itself out. But I am trying to get more active. I'm trying to do more things, but I just really haven't. It's been ugly outside, bitch. To be real with you, like I do not like going outside when it's snowy, when it's cold. No. Thank you. I appreciate. But yeah, no, I'm not really worried about it. If people are trying to be mean to me, I would just save it. I would just go right in your journal. Yeah, I see. See, here's the thing. I don't see me going to the gym. I really don't see that. I feel like the only way I'd go to a gym is if I had a hot tub in it. That's the only way I'd go, is if there was a hot tub whirlpool situation. Again, I really don't need any advice for weight loss or health. If I ask, please share. But again, I have it. Just notice how y'all are offering me all these advices that I didn't ask for. So just consider that. Does anyone do that to you? Here's the thing about it. The gym is not. Here's my thing. My goal is not to be healthy. My goal is to enjoy life. My goal is to enjoy life. If working out and exercising can be a part of that, cool. As of right now, it has not been. And it's not anything like in particular that I want to do. I feel like I've always been a swimmer, but again, if I don't have access to an indoor pool during the winter, I'm not gonna swim. Do I like Donald Trump? Do you like Donald Trump? Jax, I'm fucking crying. That chin face was my ex boyfriend. So you've been following me since like 2008. That's very interesting. Welcome back. Holy shit. It's been 16, 17 years. Wow. Um, Not floating and swimming are two different things. Why does it matter? I feel like let's look into like health at every size. Let's look into joyful movement. People don't have to do anything, in particular to be enjoying their body. There's no such thing as the weight. I am a fat person. I'm not like I'm not compartmentalizing my body into the weight. Like that's not how I think about myself. Again, a lot of y'all are like projecting on me what y'all think that we should talk about, but really we're hanging out in here. If you want to talk about weight loss, I'm gonna ask respectfully that you leave because no one here is talking about that but you. That's it. Big boned is not a better word. I'm a fat person. I'm okay to of size. I feel like some people use that terminology, but again, I'm not ashamed of being a fat person. I just need y'all to just relax. Like please. If I was ashamed to be a fat person, I probably wouldn't come here as a fat person and show myself. If I was ashamed of my fat body, I probably wouldn't show it off as much. Please. Just respect me and go. No, I have a mod here. I do have a mod here, but again, I'm trying to ask people to leave so that they don't have to get blocked because clearly they enjoy being here. If they didn't, they would just leave. So again, I'm trying to let people know they can dip. But yeah, all right. And you know what, Aperture LA, just so that I can engage you, anorexia is something that fat people suffer with. Anorexia is not something that only thin people have. It's really weird that people don't know that, but fat people can suffer from eating disorders, and it's important to talk about it. All right, King of Kings, thank you so much for being here. Charles, here's my thing about being a fat person. If you're unhappy being fat, I really hope that you get some support to do things that make you feel good. And I hope that you take some more time to look at your body and realize like it's not really here to be perceived. It's here to help you do things. It's here to help you experience things. Like your body is not just about being looked at. So I'm really hoping that some people who are here trying to like make me feel bad realize that they feel bad and that it's not going to work. I'm not going to take on feeling bad about my fat body because you do. And what I hope is that you realize like feeling bad about your fat body transfers out. It's very easy to hear when people are unhappy with themselves and it comes out. It's hard to keep that to yourself. And so just keep that in mind. Like we can all hear you. We're all hearing that you're unhappy being fat or you don't like fat people. You don't want to be a fat person. Okay. I hope you have a good day. Thank you, Netta. You're so sweet. But yeah, again, I feel like if anybody wants to donate to a gym membership, please do. Please do. That's the only advice I'll accept. The only advice I'll accept is a gym membership donation. Thank you. Do I like old Hollywood films? I do. Do you have any favorites? Do you have a favorite old Hollywood film that you want to bring up, you want to talk about? One of my faves is this one called March of the Wooden Soldiers. It's really goofy, but it's basically about these two toy makers who are supposed to be making these wooden soldiers for Santa Claus, but they fuck around. They're supposed to make like 105-inch toys, and they end up making like five 500 100-inch toys, and it's like they end up making these giant toy soldiers, and Santa Claus is just dying laughing because he's like, bitch, I told y'all to make toys, so why did y'all make me a literal army? But in the end, it turns out good that they made an army. But it was one of those things where in retrospect I'm like, was it propaganda? Was this war propaganda in a black and white film? I don't know, but I really like the movie because the setting is Babes in Toyland, and so the mother of these two toy makers is the old woman who lives in the shoe, and like again, like the way that they made all of these fairy tales come to life, like they had like the cat that chases the mouse, and the mouse is very smart and like always outsmarts the cat. And they have a king who's like really jolly looking. It's a silly ass movie. It's really goofy, but it's old. I've never been to Disney. Damn, Charles. I hope you're having a good day, regardless. Mm, no, Karen Alordi. Ooh, I'm gonna subscribe right now. Also, I wanted to like say again, on Sunday I think we're gonna do a game night, maybe. If not, I am trying to get people to get into the Discord so that when we do the game night, people will know. But if anybody cares about playing something called Jackbox games, it's kind of like if anyone's ever played like Scattergories, there's just so many. Like there's one that involves like a rap and like you're doing a rap battle and it's like these robots. And then there's some where like you're drawing something. Like it's very much a group play situation where we all get a moment to shine and be silly. Um, Thank you so much again for this recommendation because I am always looking for new people to follow. I'm actually going to share some of my own recommendations because I've been watching some really great YouTube videos recently. I'm really grateful for everyone that's been creating. Oh, y'all are sweet. Oh, Leah, thank you. You're a sweetie. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, no, my job interview went kind of whack. Like the lady, like as soon as she looked at me, she was kind of just like, like I just, there's just something about white women looking at you crazy. She looked over it, and honestly, I don't know. I asked her if she was happy, and she was like, "Yes." I'm like, I don't know. She just had like she was a very spicy white lady. Word. I'm glad you like it, Netta. What? Your non-binary child starts showing you my videos. That is really cute. That's so exciting. Yeah, no, she just kind of looked at me like ill, and it made me sad because I was wearing like my fucking librarian outfit, which I think is like very unassuming and cute. Like I feel like I looked adorable, but she just looked at me kind of like. And the girlie that was in the front desk working there, it was just like sometimes you ever just see a white person at work and just realize like how easy it is for them to just be there. Like again, I just had like a moment where I just like looked at this white lady and it's just like she didn't have to do anything. You know what I mean? Like again, it's the way that I like woke up like 6 hours before the fucking interview. Meanwhile, this white lady at the job, like working at the job, wearing a t-shirt, some fucking casual slacks, hair pulled back, nothing on the face, and again, just looking very, very basic, but again, like employed. And it's just the way that, like, just the lack of effort white people need to put in. What up, Marie? Hey, how are you doing today? What up, Taylor? I hope you're well. Um, yeah, no, it's an ugly feeling when you know that the interview person is just kind of over it. And again, she's interviewing me for a whole different spot, so that's what also annoyed me because she asked me all these questions. Like she was like, if I called this person, like what would they say about you? And I'm just like, okay, like I don't know. And then in the end, I asked her if she was happy, and she said yes. And then she was like, I've just been doing the interviews for my corporation, and I just was staring at her kind of annoyed because it's like, bitch, I've been hanging out with you for like not hours, but like an hour. I'm like, I'm not gonna work with you. Like me asking you if you're happy is meaningless. I'm not working with you. Like that was so fucking annoyed. That it was just so fucking annoying. Like just to know that like you just wasted my time. This is not where I'll be working. Talking about the fucking this whole other hotel, and I'm just like, girl, what a waste. But I'm hoping that she doesn't call my references because I really just like I phoned it in, bitch. Honestly, like I was just writing anything because it's like, bitch. Once you're giving me a written app, I'm actually uninterested. I kind of wanted to be like, this is like, I don't know if this is dramatic. Like again, I was not in my cunt bag today. I was just kind of like, I'm gonna go to this interview for real. But I was just like, I wanted to be like, this is disrespectful. Like, what is the point of me sending a resume if you want me to fill out a fucking application? Like I came here 15 minutes early and you really stole all that 15 minutes of earliness because I had to fill out this application. And again, the application was nothingness. It was everything that's on the resume. There was nothing outside of the resume that was on there. So it was just kind of like, what the fuck? I'm crying. No, they really do. They do, but I'm really hoping that they don't call any of my references. I hope they just hire me, bitch. Like dead ass. Like I just want to get hired. Like I really don't want to deal with anything else. I applied to a couple places though. I'm also talking to this new farmer, which is really exciting because he's really hot. But I'm really hoping we can keep it fucking professional. Like I'm really fucking hoping. Like he's being really charming and like that's fine, but there's just a part of me that's like, man, I don't want no mess, I want to keep it business, but I'm worried about it. Noe, that part. Not Steph. I really don't think I'm gonna get it. Deadass. Like that's why I'm not even like putting too much energy into it. Like I really don't think I'm gonna get it, just because again the way she looked at me was kind of like ugh. Like she just looked at me like you're not white. I'm telling you, bitch. I am telling you. She gave me this look like I had hoped you were Caucasian. Now you walk out mid interview for real. That's hilarious. I am trans. Yes. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just I really just want an easy job. I just want to collect a check. That's all I wanna do is collect a check. Yes, but when people hear that I'm trans, they think because I'm presenting as femme that means that I have a dick, and I never had a dick. I never want a dick. It's not about the dick. Stop thinking about dicks when you're thinking about people being trans. Let's just talk about it. Being trans just means that whatever the fuck they said you were, because they said you were something. They put some paper. They literally wrote down what you are. So if you're going along with that, you're cis. If you're not going along with that, you're trans. That's all it means. All it means is when they looked between your legs and said, this one's a boy, if you didn't agree, you're trans. If they said this one's a girl and you don't agree, you're trans. To what degree you don't agree, that's personal. I just didn't agree that because I had a pussy, that really meant anything about me. That's what trans means to me. That having a vagina, wearing makeup, those things don't define anything about me. And yet, people will assume because I'm wearing those things and I say that I'm trans, that means something about my genitals because people don't know about transness. It's unfortunate. They hired him over you for his position and he's the worst. Yuck. Yuck. Marie, could you run up 4 flights of stairs with a CPR bag? Noe, what job was this? Like, keep me from it. 4 flights. 4 flights. It's the way that I just want to start doing like interpretive dances at these interviews. Like when she asked me this, like some of them really, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but some of these bitches want to be on Club Shay Shay. Like some of these interviewers, they'll be like, tell me now, on a scale from 1 to 10, how many decisions have you made in your life that you felt you were right, but then when you looked back, you realized you were wrong? Girl, this is the Holiday Inn Express. Please calm down. Please calm down. Is there continental breakfast for the staff? That is what I would like to know. Are you expecting me to eat these old ass bananas that you have put out for everyone else? Are there secretly more delicious bananas? That's what I want to know, bitch. Can I get away with washing my clothes here? Do people be watching the detergent? Can I smoke a little bit of weed in the bag? In the bag? Not inside the building. Outside. In the back. Is there an employee discount at the Cracker Barrel down the street? Not everyone's going to ask that. I respect that about you. Cracker Barrel has a good breakfast. Do not judge me, bitch. Don't judge me, bitch. I have a white grandma. You know I've been to Cracker Barrel. You know I've been there, bitch. You know I've been. It's good. It's good if you have white ancestry. I don't want to say if you don't have white ancestry, I don't want to say it's good. But I want to say, like, if you've ever eaten shit. If you've ever eaten sour cream on pasta, like, it's for you. That's what I'll say. If someone ever put some sour cream on pasta, Italian, no ricotta, sour cream, you might like it. Don't drag me, please. See, they got some good fried apples. See, somebody knows something. Their pancakes are good. Not you deserve better. Absolutely do. Now he's a regret hire, and you're oh damn. Damn. Not security guard. Child. Why the lady gonna say, what does customer service mean to you? Bitch. This is the Holiday Inn Express. What do you mean? These people need to know where their room is at. They need to know where they can get hot wings at 2 a.m. Bitch, let's be serious here. Bitch, the shift was from fucking. The shift, I want to say, was either a 3 to 11 or an 11 to 7. And she gonna say, what do customer service mean? That they get to the room. That I know where the good fried chicken spot is around the corner. Like, please. Bim Bom, I'm not sure why you're asking for my Gmail account, but it's giving very fraud detected. It's giving very, this is not no regular question. I'm screaming right now. I am crying. Eric, I'm so glad to hear that. Listen, pasta and sour cream is good as hell. A little bit of sour cream and some red sauce, bitch. Listen. I have small titties. I just got a little bra. That's the thing. If you got little titties, get a smaller bra, bitch. I'm telling you. It's gonna make them look big. Hell yeah, bitch. I got my back in here. Bitch, it's titty and back. Exactly. I put my back in it. Literally put my back in it, bitch. Sour cream in your ramen noodles? Okay. No, I know. Honestly, exactly. No, I don't even know where I got this. I think I found this shit somewhere. Dead ass. I don't know who bought this when. I don't know where this is even from. All I know is my back fat is in it and it's pushing my titties to the front. Listen, no, I'm telling you, my mom calls it like lazy Susan pasta, where you basically take like a can of like or a jar of like regular ass pasta sauce, after you done made your noodles, and then you add some sour cream to it. I'm telling you right now, this shit is like a little bootleg, a bootleg pink sauce. It's very bootleg, but it'll work. Trust me, it'll fucking work, especially if you put some sausage in it, sweetie. See, and that's the thing. Heavy cream and Parmesan. I feel like heavy cream and Parmesan. That's for people with money. If you have money, heavy cream and Parmesan. If you're broke and you need that creamy sweet hit with a little twang, because that's the thing. That twang of the sour cream is gonna hit that basil, gonna hit that garlic, gonna hit all those Italian herbs and spices. I'm not saying don't add some Parmesan. If you have it, go ahead. See, here's my thing. If you're gonna add paprika, you might as well make some chicken tikka masala. Like, I just feel like sour cream is my girl, like, for literally any time I need a creamy hit and I don't want to use, I feel like the two things I use the most if I don't have heavy cream cheese, like plain cream cheese or sour cream. Those two bitches right there provide body, heft. They give so much. And you can add that shit to all types of stuff. You can make a cheese sauce. You can make a motherfucking cheese gravy and add that shit up in there. Not that stuff is a crime in the UK. I'm crying. You see, and that's the thing too. Like adding butter, don't get me wrong. Will I add butter to a sauce? Yes. Would I prefer to add a sour cream or cream cheese? Yes. Just because I feel like there's so much body in it. I love a thick sauce. I love heft, and I feel like if I'm gonna add something, I feel like, don't get me wrong. Heavy cream is nice. Butter is nice. But if I have heavy cream, if I have cream cheese or sour cream, they have never done me wrong. I love us talking about cheeses and creams. Bitch, sour cream and fucking cornbread. I'm telling you, just try it out next time. It adds something so nice. I'm crying. Imagine being mad that fat bitches is hungry. No, Alex, we definitely need to link up and make a plate. Let me know. Low key, there's a potluck coming up in Detroit. I don't know if anybody, not in Detroit, in Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor area, if anybody is in the area, if anybody's in Michigan and want to go to a potluck with me, let me know. Because I'm trying to go to a potluck with people. I just feel like that's the cutest thing to do these days is like meet up and eat, honestly. Like, why would we not? And also, I'm trying to figure out like a dumpster diving group or something because I feel like that's one thing that I really miss about living in the South is like me and my friends used to go to the dumpster all the time and get all types of fucking royalties, bitch. Like I'm telling you, the dumpster right now because so many people can't afford groceries. I would not suggest anyone in the South be going dumpster diving for real, for real. Like I feel like if it's possible for you, to be a little slick in the store, do that, but I wouldn't wait to the trash. I feel like even out here it's getting a little warmer, so I think about I don't know, probably got a couple more weeks left, but if you're not in a place where it's cold or it's cool out, be careful. Just be careful. All right. And instead of engaging any of you, I'm just going to block. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. It's like some of y'all just say the craziest thing, and then I'll just be like, bye. Hey, Rusty. I hope you're doing good. No, I don't have back problems. I do not. My backs are good. Oh man. Yeah, like listen, some of them are just so annoying. It's like I don't even want to engage them. I just don't even care. No, here's my thing. I personally don't give a fuck. Like if people think that I'm fat and ugly, like that's your right. That's your right. Like I don't think everybody cute, but I know enough. I've lived long enough to know that everybody don't need to hear my fucking opinion. I'm just gonna keep it to my damn self. You've never had cornbread? That's unfortunate. Thank you. I appreciate. I'm actually this close to doing a big chop. Like I low key want to lock my hair, y'all, and there's a part of me that feels like because I have like just bleach damage from when I just did way too much, I just feel like I'm about to cut it all off. Like I literally cut the entire back of my hair off. Like it's literally short as fuck in the back. And I was just kind of manic and like I was just kind of like, I don't want to have hair. So I don't know, bitch. I'm about to low key cut it all off, and I'm kind of scared about it because hair is such a crutch. It just makes you feel so comfortable and confident, and just so easily. Thank you. Yeah, I did a really basic beat today. But yeah, no, I really think I'm about to cut all this shit off, and then start a lock journey. Like I really want to lock my hair so fucking bad. Like low key, I want a freeform lock. Like low key. But I'm kind of scared. I'm a little scared. Whoa. Cornbread is kind of like a muffin. Like it's a big muffin. I feel like cornbread has muffin vibes. Um, you know what? I do have a lot of shea butter. I could really get my lock journey on. Like you ever just feel like I've cut off my hair once. Like I did a big chop one time. Um, and you know what's funny? I did a big chop as a kid because my mom like let my perm grow out and my hair looked so crazy that I just cut it all off. And it's the way that I did that again as an adult after like getting a lot of heat damage and glue damage. And so I don't know. Like there's just a part of me that feels like hair is so personal. And I feel like I should probably like sit with it for a little bit before I do it. But babe, there's just a part of me that feels like I want to like baby my hair from the beginning. And I just feel like all of this bleach damage is distressing me. Like, I feel like I probably need a protein pack. I probably need to just like do some hair maintenance. But I'm just at that point where it's like I could really just cut it all off. Ugh, so dangerous, bitch. So fucking dangerous. Because watch, I feel like if I cut it all off, I'm gonna put it in a protective style, and I don't want that to happen. Like, I really want to like start like wearing my natural hair every day, no matter what it looks like. And I feel like that's why I'm gonna try the freeform non-manicured lock vibe. But I don't know, bitch. I just feel like because of all of the ways that my hair is different textures, like the only hair that is my actual texture is the root. Everything else is altered. So I don't know. I'm not sure if it's like a manic decision or not. Like, I know cutting the back of it, I've not been happy, but there's a part of me that's like, but it's all fresh. Like, it's all brand new. So I don't know, bitch. I hate that I feel this. Flowering, I appreciate you for saying that. Like, I've been cutting it a lot. Like, I feel like if you look at my videos from like this summer, like you can tell my hair was a lot longer, but I've just been chopping at it because again, the new growth of my hair is the dark part up top. Everything that's light, that's all like been chemically processed, been bleached. The ends are literally black because of dye. Like, I've done a lot to my hair, and it's still with me, but I feel like Cynthia, bitch. Like, I literally feel like Cynthia, and there's just a part of me that feels like if I cut it all off, maybe it'll feel healthier, maybe it'll feel better. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No, for real though. Like, I dead ass, like, I feel like, bitch. It's giving Cynthia, bitch, honestly. Like, that's the thing about it. Like, I have really thin, like, 3C fucking, I don't even know what my texture is actually, bitch. Like, that's the other part of this too. It's like I feel like I have multiple textures in my hair, and then also because it's been chemically processed, it has different needs. And so that's why I'm like, see, Dreddy, I'm so fucking jealous. Like, and I gotta be real. That's the only reason why I want to lock. Because I feel like if I locked, I feel like my hair will grow out and like it will be healthy. I feel like I don't have like a style as a natural, and that's why I'm like, let me just lock it. We gonna see, bitch. We gonna see. We gonna see. I might just put some fucking two-strand twists in it and just let it do its thing for a little bit. I don't know, bitch. I feel like I've been seeing so many videos where people are doing extensions on their like wicks. And it's like, I would love to do that. But then there's a part of me that's like, I don't want to rely on length too much. Like, I feel like that's the thing. Like, I remember when I did my big chop, I did not feel cute. And I embraced wigs like very hardcore. Like, I actually got into lace fronts. Like, low key, bitch. Lace fronts is how I made it through my big chop. Like, if I could be super candid, like, at first I was doing like glue-ins, and the glue was fucking my shit up so bad, so bad. I was doing a glue-in with a leave-out. Ooh, mmm. I'm just so grateful I'm not doing that shit no more. I don't know. We gonna see, babes. We gonna see. All I know is I need to just take care of my hair. Like, I feel like that's really where I'm at. Like, I just feel like I have never really been on top of it. I feel like I'd just be going between like a protective and a wig, and I'm just trying to like hang out with my hair every day. I feel like that's something that a lot of us just didn't get. Like, and I feel like that's the other thing too. It's not me trying to shame anybody who's going between a wig and a protective style. I'm just being candid that I don't think that's like helped me with my hair journey. I feel like I dead ass, like, this is gonna sound how it sounds, but it's almost like when my hair's in a protective style, I feel like I get a vacation from it. And I think about how like being with my hair, like sometimes it's overwhelming because I'm like, damn, I gotta do something to it. And I'm just trying to remember, like, I don't have to do anything. Like, my hair is fine just the way it is, even now. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not looking how people may want it to look. But even the idea that, like, my hair is supposed to look like something is so bizarre. um, Where see, and that's the thing too. It's like I tried to get a shape like that. Like I said, I done cut because my back was like really fucked up. So I like cut all of the color, all that out. I cut that shit down to new growth in the back. So the very back of my head is literally missing. So that's why my hair is like just dropping off. Cause like literally from here down, there's this much fucking hair. So that's why there's a part of me that's like, I should just cut it all the fuck off. Because as it's going right now, the back is going to take a long time to get up to the front. At the same time, I don't know, bitch. I'm some Rihanna. I just want to cut it all off and do some little bantu, baby. Little baby twist, little BDBs or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to just go back. Just want to go back. Just want to go back. You said Olaplex? Okay. I appreciate you. You like Pineapple Express for weed? That shit is fun. Pineapple Express is nice. Yeah, nah. See, and that's the thing. I feel like I'm gonna cut it just because I want my hair to just be all natural. Like I've been really thinking about it. Like I want to bleach my hair red, but there's a part of me that's like, if I bleach my hair red, like how healthy are my locks gonna be? Like that's really what I'm thinking about at this point. I think I might just embrace my natural hair color, but I really like the lighter color. I cannot lie. So I think in the meantime, between time, I think what I might do is cut my hair to the color. Maybe not all the color, maybe halfway, and just baby it. And then from there, I think, I don't know, I might get some faux locks for a little bit just to see how I like it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I wish I do. Wish I do what I wanted to do with my hair. I wish I fucking knew, babe. I do not. I just know that it doesn't feel like it's as healthy as it can be. It feels like it needs like a protein pack or some shit. And also a better cut, a better chop. A better chop. I don't know. Like there's like the fucking impulse right now for me to cut this shit on live so bad. It's so funny. But yeah, no. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do not know. I think I'm gonna just leave it the fuck alone for right now. But really, I've been trying to just take care of it, wrap it up at night, wear a bonnet, wash it like every 2, 3 days. I used to really go like over a week without washing it, and I feel like that's probably not helpful. And also, I have low porosity hair, meaning that it loves moisture, it loves product, but it also will lose product very quickly. So I have to just make sure that I'm keeping it protected, keeping it moist. I'm crying. Kaidi, I appreciate you. Oh no, like there's a part of me that wants to get a cut. Like I don't know if anybody remembers Rihanna in the Fashion Killer video or ASAP Rocky, but there's a part of me that feels like, bitch, that little like mohawk, with the fucking with the silk press, like it was like a silk press mohawk or some shit. There's a part of me that feels like I might do that shit. I might do that. Like scissors on top with a buzz side. I don't know, bitch. I might though. I might though. I might. All I know is I gotta get this shit figured out in the back. My kitchen looks crazy as fuck. Yeah, no, it's not about my hair looking nice. It's just about the fact that like I just feel like my hair is mad uneven and I kinda wanna like cut it and then start over. Samuel, you've already said that joke before. Please. Spare us. Spare us, baby. Please spare us. Bitch, I'm crying. I feel like, I don't know. I think it really depends on what's going on, because as of right now, yeah, I don't know. I just can't even see me even getting like a pixie cut. I feel like I can't see me getting any cut. I think I just want to cut my hair off. Pisces season, I hate you, bitch. This is such an evil season, bitch. I swear. Pisces is I believe, bitch, and it's the way that like this season is just so mental. So mental, so draining. Woo. Okay, Samuel. My God. Nada went from fat phobic to anti black. Good God. Get it together. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I feel like that's the other thing too, is like I just feel like I didn't really appreciate my toit. I feel like that's also what's motivating me, is that I didn't really appreciate my little baby afro when I had it. And now my hair all stringy and grown out and looking fucking crazy. And I'm sad, bitch. I'm sad. I'm sad. So no, I know. Like honestly, the amount of men just like saying anything, this should be awkward as hell. I'm like, aren't y'all tired? Miss Hilly, ain't you tired? I know Miss Hilly got to be tired by now. I know. Good goodness. But yeah, see, but that's another thing. Like when you fucking cut your hair, you can't do shit like this and just easily fucking, you know what I mean, tie it up, get it out your face. But there's really nothing to take out your face. So, Kaidi, listen, you can be anti-black away from us. I always find that fascinating when people think that like black hair looks like electrified hair. It's like when white people draw people being electrocuted, it doesn't look like black hair. Like I don't like it's just like again, like when white people say things, you can tell it's them. Like that's the other part of this. Is like you can like it's like people talk about like sonic blackness and like how you can hear someone is black. It's like it's the way white people what is it? Verbal caucasity? Like bitch again, like you can read whiteness. Like it's sonic at this point. Like it's wild. Again, like electrocuted hair socket, like sweetie, we know who you are, Joe Dirt. We know who this is. And again, it's the way that like you can hear the oppressor. You can hear exactly what they think about their damn self. My goodness. You know what it'll always be for me? It's the way that white people will just like pop out unprovokedly. Like not anybody here is talking to them, talking about them, bothering them. And their mind is always on racism. Like, do y'all notice that? I'm sure y'all do by now, especially if you're non-white. But it's the way that they're always ready to say something anti-black, something oppressive. And it's like, damn bitch. That's what be on your mind all day? Suffering. Suffering. Good God. I'm thinking about this sandwich sitting next to me. I'm thinking about some weed. Like, my goodness. Ooh, bitch, guess what? For some of y'all who've been following me for a while, there was an older black woman that I met when I was working at the hospital. Her name is Miss Gina. Bitch, I met a lot of misses. Okay? I met a lot of elders that I had to call miss. Hold up. But Miss Gina, she's still alive, bitch. I think I brought her up a few weeks ago or months ago, actually, at this point. But I was saying that, Miss Annie had told me Miss Gina was getting sicker. And so I'm actually really excited to hear from her. She's actually talking about she's working in the cannabis industry. I'm excited. I mean, Aqua, I don't really talk about racism. I talk about white supremacy. I talk about I talk about anti-blackness. I don't talk about racism. I feel like when people say racism, I feel like I be knowing something low key. And again, that's just me. But I feel like I'm very pointed on what I'm talking about. I don't think that I'm including all people. I'm really not. I'm talking from a very specific lens. Someone who is a mixed person in America who has unfortunately been gaslit and also been manipulated into believing that blackness extends so far because again the colonial project needs it to, like the colonizer needs there to be more oppressed people all the time. And so with that being said, it's the way that like white supremacy has tried to include some of us in blackness when we're really not included. However, if we believe we are, how much harm can we cause to black people? And that's what I see now in retrospect. Is like if you're told that you're a part of the oppressed, if someone tells you you're the oppressed as well, and you're all equally oppressed, like how will you move? How will you change things? Oh my goodness. Imagine being worried about people that you don't care about. That is so fascinating. Like, imagine being worried. Like, some of y'all, like, I could tell some of y'all don't got nothing going on today. Because y'all watching a fat bitch. How do you hate fat bitches, but you got one on your phone? Quickly. Quickly. You cannot hate fat bitches if you have us on the phone. It's not realistic. Again, I again, it's just we just been alive for too long to play games. We know, we know, but also we have to hold this. We also have to hold this. Some people are uncomfortable by their desire of fat people. Just like there's motherfuckers that's uncomfortable to desire shorter women, like people who are of smaller size. There are people who are attracted to people of smaller size. Just like there's people attracted to people of larger size. Just like there's people attracted to every fucking body out there. But just because a system of harm is created against you, that don't mean motherfuckers not gonna still like you. It just means motherfuckers gonna feel shame about liking you and maybe try to put it on you. So with that being said, there's going to be a lot of people that will make fun of me, but they're watching my videos because they like watching a fat bitch. Like again, they gonna have to figure that out at some point. I don't give a fuck. But I say that to say that is why people will be in a live with a fat bitch and be so mad like they can't just go and leave. Again, it's the way they want me to feel bad that they like seeing my fat ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, babe. Honestly, exactly. No, that's another thing too. Like people be treating like people treat live, especially like if you're with the titties out, with the yams out. People be like, "Oh my god, this fat bitch not gonna talk to me. Oh, I'll make her talk to me. I'm gonna be mean to her so she'll talk to me. Bitch, I'll talk to you. Just be cool. Fuck." Right, like literally, like bitch, I literally had a seizure like back to back to back. I literally was in the fucking hospital like 2 weeks ago. I'm actually good. I'm not fighting with nobody. No, thank you. I'm about to go get a snack. We're gonna chill for a little bit longer because it's been a long time, bitch. I shouldn't have left you. Um, yes. Yes, listen, if you want to hate on me, that's okay, but please stop. It's okay, but I would prefer if you didn't. Like, please leave me alone. Like, it's okay, but I would prefer you let me be. How was your shower? Yeah. Thank you for making the bed. It looks so cozy. You gonna go to sleep? Are you still on? Yeah. Are you gonna have some of the barbacoa or should I put it away? You want some right now? You should. Yeah, with the guacamole and the chipions. Yeah. do it. I'm crying. Why would I have Diddy number? That's crazy. Did you use the pumpkin stuff? Yeah. Okay. Okay, spa treatment. You're so dramatic. Oh shit, the corn. Bitch, I stole from the store today. I stole some corn, I stole some limes, and I stole a sexy little pepper. Hell yeah. Bitch, wish me luck. I'm trying to make these grits from this place in New Orleans that I went to. I'm also gonna make some barbecue chicken. But the plan. The plan was to make these corn grits by this there's a place called Zia's, Zeas. If you like grits, cool. But if you don't like corn and grits, you might not care about the shit. But basically the idea is that you take like heavy cream, I want to say like a chicken bouillon cube and some actual fresh corn, and you kind of like cook that up a little bit. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna like flavor my corn and cook it because it's on the cob. So I'm gonna cook that corn in like a really nice like chicken bouillon brine to get the kernels nice and delicious. And I'm gonna cut the kernels off. I'm gonna like cook down some butter and some heavy whipping cream, and then I'm gonna add my grits and some of the corn water into the grits as they cook. And then I'm gonna throw the corn in at the end and mix it in. Am I not afraid of getting... No, I'm not afraid of getting caught, friend, because I'm not stealing anything super crazy. Oh, and here's my thing. I feel like when it comes down to it, like stealing from the store is not something that I think is like a bad thing. Like I think stealing from the store is actually normal as fuck. And I encourage people to steal from the store. I really do. I think if you look at the store and the prices of things, it's crazy. So yeah, I do encourage theft from the store. I certainly fucking do. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But again, I'm crying at you bringing up my hospital bills and legal fees as if everybody doesn't steal from the store. Like, if you don't steal from the store, like, kudos, but, like, I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe. Ooh, thank you for telling me that. But, yeah, I refuse to believe nobody steals from the store. I know I'm not alone. You are not alone. We be stealing too. What you be doing with the corn husks? Please tell me more. Psst. Do you see what I did?
Yeah.
Are you gonna copy me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I had children, I probably would be a little bit more strategic. But I was looking around. It was a busy day. The dudes that be working there was not watching me. And then the girlie at the front desk, she, like, here's the thing. We led with food stamps, so she knew I had money. So that's also why they weren't watching me like that. The interview was kind of... This is the messiest sandwich I've ever had in my life. Yep. A tea. What the fuck? See, I thought the tamale husks, I thought that you had to like, I thought you had to dry them first. But I guess you would still have to dry them first. I only have two. I'm gonna be real. I only got 2 ears of corn. But I didn't know you could make tea. But yeah, no, also me and Dane found out that the Mexican spot next to us like takes food stamps, which is really exciting. Really exciting. What up, Shirlene or Shireen? Future, the interview, like the lady just seemed tired and through, and then on top of it, she was interviewing me for a location that I wasn't even gonna be at. Like I was at this one location, but she's telling me that it's for another location, and I'm just like, oh, cool. So I like didn't get to meet anybody that I'd be working with. Like it was just very much a waste of my time. And then on top of it, they made me fill out an application, and it was just kind of like, ugh. Anyways, low key, it's the way that the sandwich is so good. Oh my god. I tried to stop eating it, but it's calling my name. Bitch. Oh my god, babe.
Yeah.
Will you bring me the pineapple soda? Thank you. But yeah, no, corn silk tea. I've actually never heard of that before, but I'm gonna see what's up. Do you sweeten yours? Like, how do you usually prepare it, if I might ask? Oh my god, that fucking Mexican croissant. Like, shout out to the Mexican spot making croissants. Like, my god, bitch. Like, the French style is sexy, but like the Mexican style. I'm so excited right now. I fucking love pineapple soda. Ooh, actually, yeah. I was gonna be dramatic and be like, can you get me an ice cube? But I'm gonna be real, the last time I put the ice cubes back, I put them back like shit. So like, I'm pretty sure they're like slanted and weird. Gold star. Really? I feel like the algorithm is trying to milk my titties right now. They're like, come on, come on. We got a fat bitch, we got some fat titties over here. Come on, come scroll. Also, just in that moment, I just like definitely spit something out of my mouth onto my own hand. Beg pardon. But bitch, apparently yesterday Trump had a throat stone fly out of his mouth. That's where we are in American politics. That's where we are. Like, fuck what this demon is saying. Did y'all see what just flew out of his fucking head? Not let's see booty. Why would I show you booty for free? Titties is worth thousands. Booties is worth millions. Babe. You cannot be twerking for these folk, and they're not paying me. They're not. You talking about something you gonna twerk for free? That's sad, babe. Don't do that no more. Love yourself. You cannot be twerking for free. What the fuck? My God. No, that's how I know I'm a pimp, because that didn't even sound right to me. Like, that made me sick. Like, twerk for free. Yikes. Right. Jim said that's disgusting. You should always get your money. Exactly. I agree with you, Jim. Yeah. Not will twerk for blunts. Hell no. Get money so you could buy blunts and etc. Damn, babe. I want y'all to walk away from the event and do something for you.
Don't coy, don't cutting.
I'm screaming. Yeah, wow. Not will twerk for free. Oh my God. Ooh, okay, you said remove the silk from the corn and dry it out and then put it in a cup. Okay, wait. So just the silk, not the actual husk. Okay. I'm learning. I'm definitely not giving you a 360. You're going to have to sit there and suffer. But thanks for coming by. Maybe you should apply for Pop the Balloon. Let us know if you get on there. For real. This sounds like you might need to get on Pop the Balloon. It sounds like that. Especially if you want 360s. Just saying. Just saying. Oh my God. Y'all are just lonely. Wow. My goodness. Mm-mm-mm. Anyways, I'm gonna spend more time showing y'all videos and or actually, I'm just gonna show y'all random photos from my phone. Ooh. Ooh. Hmm. Oh, wow. Sorry, I'm getting lost in my phone. Ooh, this might help somebody. This might actually be helpful. Damn, I hate that this shit is zoomed in. But these are basically phone numbers to it's for warm lines. So you want to go to inclusivetherapist.com to actually see the whole resource. But it's basically a way to call different numbers if something bad is happening that are not the police. It's called Warm Lines. It's worth your time to look into, especially if you may be in a disenfranchised community or just know people who are going through some stuff. The strain of the day, honestly, bitch, I am smoking on something that I mixed for a friend. It's called Designer. Actually, bitch, not just bitch, I'm fucking dead. It's called I'm crying. I love you, Marie. Thank you. It's called Designer Runts X Super Booth. And so the Designer Runts is very physical, really. It was actually purple, like a deep dark purple. Lots of linalool, lots of anti-inflammatory, chronic pain relief, and then the super boof is very sexual and very giggly, and so I think they balance each other out very well because they both give you a good body buzz, but also a silly moment. A Buttermy Pancake, thank you for stopping by and blessing us. We appreciate you. Also, this is very unrelated to everything, but did anybody ever watch the movie Shutter Island? Because I literally watched a deep dive about Shutter Island recently that came out, and it really had me fucked up. I'm crying at you wearing the fucking stealth hoodie. You're funny as hell, Dane. I cannot with you. I'm why is this green bean charging at me? I'm crying, bitch. He was horse blinders. No pictures, no pictures. No paps. Super Boof. Yeah, no, Super Boof is a fun strain. It's a indica hybrid that expresses very, very sativa. But it still has a good body high. A Cure for Wellness, thank you very much. And again, for anybody who has not seen Shutter Island and doesn't want a spoiler, I don't think I'm doing that here. I think I'm just more so bringing up that I watched a video about it that had me sitting there oh shit. And for anyone that has watched it and knows the premise, this video pretty much this video kind of made it seem like it was meta, like we were experiencing what the main character was experiencing by watching it, all of the influence and suggestion. and the ways that people are taught something, or made to believe something. You know what? After watching the breakdown, I do think that like he actually was aware of the MK Ultra program, and that's what it's all stemming from. Is that this man in particular knew about MK Ultra because he had been working against the Nazis. He had fought in the war against the Nazis and had figured out through through winning the war what the Nazi doctors were doing and what they were willing to do to infiltrate people's mind. And so because he was aware of what had happened, he went to go and investigate this missing person. And upon finding that, how do I say this? Basically, he went there to go expose these people, but they basically used the efforts that he's aware of, the MK Ultra program, to trick him into thinking that he was not himself. And so in pursuit of going to expose these people, they made him think that he was unwell. And the last line where he's like, is it better to die a good man or to live as a monster, was kind of like him letting them know, like, I know if y'all kill me right now, then like I choose to die because I'm a good person. Like I know who I really am, and I'm not gonna let you change me into a monster so I can be alive. Inception didn't give me much. I don't think it was bad, but I'm not sitting around reading about Inception like this. Like, I just feel like Shutter Island really fucked me up in many ways because there's so many ways to look at it. And then again, by the time I got to the conclusion I got to now that like he wasn't crazy, and it's like, damn, like that is so like they even convinced us. Like it's a high level. Like the movie is actually like quite mentally like ambitious because it does the job of making you, the watcher, a part of the conspiracy. Like the way that so many people are like, he's crazy. And it's like, well, why are you saying that? And why does it matter that you think that? Like, again, it's the ways that like when someone thinks you're unwell, depending on who it is, it can be very bad. Like depending on who thinks you're crazy, it's not the worst thing ever. And it's fascinating because I'm talking to somebody right now who's like, oh, like you're neurodivergent as fuck, it seems. And like they're excited about that. And it's the way that like 10, 20 years ago, the way that like mental health was seen as kind of like a you're either well or not. And if you're unwell in any way, well, let's get away from you. I'm wondering if anybody would want to watch A Cure for Wellness together because I'm interested in watching it. So if other folks were interested, let me know. I do want to uplift again that like I'm trying to get a game night together. A game night for Sunday together. I don't know if anybody's ever played the Jackbox games, but that's what we're going to be doing is the Jackbox game series. So if anybody's interested, let me know. A friend out of Canada, it's always the Canadians. It's always the goddamn Canadians. A friend out of Canada said that they would host. And so just putting that out there that, you know, this is a Canadian-American effort to repair ruptures. We know that our countries are not cool right now. So if there's any Canadians or any Americans that would like to be a part of a binational game night, let us know because we're trying so desperately to undermine the Trumper. You know what I mean? The Trumper, okay? I don't want to call him deferrer because honestly, bitch, fuck that. But also, I mean, you know, judge me if you want to, but I think he's worse than Hitler. Like, I feel like people may not agree, but the loss of life that Trump has incurred, I personally believe extends beyond 2020 or like pre-2020. Like when he was president in 2016, bitch, when he left in 2020 and then all of a sudden COVID's unleashed. Like, sweetie, I'm sorry, but like the way I see him on some V for Vendetta, bitch, I don't believe for one fucking minute the last motherfucking 12 years have not been impacted by him. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just don't. And again, I think that like even Obama, like, and the way that Trump was coming at him, babe, like I just feel like he has been letting white people know, like he's been dog whistling for a while. And so at this point, the white people that are like, I'm shocked, it's like, but my thing is this: is Trump embarrassing anybody really? Like, I just feel like Trump is like America. I think that that's the uncomfortable thing that we have to sit with as people who are from here. And I know for the people of color who did not come here, for the people who are stolen, for the wild seeds, I am not talking about you. I'm talking about everybody else that be thinking like there was a good old days or there was a good time or anything. Like, again, the idea that Obama's 8 years was good, hilarious. Again, it's the way that like I now realize that people wanted to put a beige face on the next 4 years and just go through it. It's unfortunate. Now he's being himself. I'm crying. Again, I just know for a fact that like Barack Obama didn't make America great. Trump, Biden, nobody's making America great. It's not a great place. So it's one of those situations where Americans, we really do have to find humility, especially those of us who are just aware of the history pre the last 12 years. Because again, America's never been a great place. It's never been great. And again, once we acknowledge that, then we can live in reality together. That's the biggest issue I think Americans have, is some of us are not living in reality. Some of us think that we're going to go back somewhere good. What up, gaming? But we're not going back anywhere good. We're not. We're really not. We're actually going forward into something that I guess what I'll say to like not be super depressing is that I think there's so much to learn. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I think it's easy to think that there was a good time. Like, I grew up in the 90s. So, like, I think it's easy for people that are like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, like people that are younger. I think it's really hard for them. And I think, again, like I said, like when I was younger, I thought there was a future that would be good to live in. That's what kept a lot of us alive. I think that that's something that we don't talk about enough. It's like when you grow up and you hear climate change is going to kill us, when you grow up and you hear that food stamps and Medicaid and the national debt ceiling, like when you grow up being fear mongered, it's a different life. And I don't think everybody realizes that there are younger people who are experiencing something that a lot of us just didn't. And as poor as I was as a youth, I did not have, I think Bush was the first time I ever thought something was wrong. Which is crazy when you think about it. But again, it's the same way that like some of us just don't see how America's been a bully for a while. And that's the thing about being with the bully. That's the thing about being the bully. When you're the bully, it's really hard to see to see how many people hate you. And as someone who's been a bully, who's been a mean girl, I feel like it's one of those things where when you're mean spirited, when you're not being kind to people, it's really hard to know just how many people really don't fuck with you. Because again, once you treat one person bad, all it takes is for them to tell other people, and those people are like, fuck you off that experience. So, with that being said, I truly believe that America won't really know how many motherfucking hitters are out there. And I think that's one thing about it is America is right now bucking. And so we're about to find out how many enemies we really have. And that's just that on that. All right, Victor. Have a good one, buddy. Listen, Aqua, you saying it's amazing how much Obama got done. I won't disagree, but I think for me personally, Obama not being a Black American means that he was not interested in a lot of the things Black Americans are interested in. Most Black Americans that I've heard from or that I've been listening to have steadily talked about reparations, have steadily talked about making sure that there's a repair to the many ruptures that have happened to Black Americans. And Barack Obama not one time ever really gave too much of a fuck. And it feels like, just looking backwards, anybody Black who really had a problem with that, especially a foundational Black American or a American descendant of enslaved, those folks did not have too many friends to stand with on that politic. And so with that being said, I think it's important to uplift that while I will never purport to know like what Black folks in America need, I'm going to stand with like everybody that I've heard say it's never been enough and it's always been very motherfucking late. And again, the ways that in America we saw Barack Obama as a win for Black people when it really actually was not. But again, I'm not trying to use identity politics to drag Barack Obama. I'm just trying to offer that, just like how if Kamala was in office, there would be this energy of shut the fuck up. We did it. Like again, just the same way that like when Barack Obama went into office, a lot of people were like, and that's that. And again, it wasn't that. That wasn't that. But again, the ways that like Barack Obama could not really do, I don't want to say that. It's the way that like once you say you're aware of anti-Blackness, you can't go back. And I think about that as a mixed person, that like I can't go backwards. I can't pretend like I don't see what the fuck is going on. And again, it's the way that I look at older mixed people who may say that they're Black, but operate as if they know good and goddamn well they're not. And they're moving in a way to where white people trust them, especially while they say they're Black and they're moving in the way that they're moving. So with that being all said, I think Barack Obama offered a peaceful period, it seems. And even then, during Barack Obama's terms, the unrest, the Black Death, again, like it's not me trying to make it seem like Barack Obama's a bad person. I just think that again, it can be really hard to it can be hard to live in a system that is never going to bring you anybody who's going to do anything for the community that's the most marginalized on this soil. It can be really hard to sit with that. Like, again, people can use us mixed people to make it seem like things are happening. And I feel like that's what I'm trying to offer is that like Barack Obama made it seem like things were changing in this country. But if that was the case, then why is it that, like, here's my thing. If we know that what Trump is doing is unprecedented, is quick, is overwhelming, if we know that he's willing to do this shit, it makes you really wonder, like, what the middle of that would be for someone who was impassioned around like Black Politico and like seeing Black folks ascend. It's just one of those things that like made like with like the when the fascism is operating for white supremacy, I'm always just so fascinated, like that no people of color ever like get on that type of time. And again, I know some people don't want to hear that, but it's like, man, where was Barack Obama with this? You know what I mean? Where's the EO? You know what I mean? And again, it's the way that like the fear that I think he may have had, like that again, it's the way that like when Biden won January 6th and all those white people ascended and had a tiki torch. And again, it's the way that like there were white people who were spraying pepper spray into the masks of police, Capitol Police, and closing their masks on them. This is also during motherfucking COVID, bitch. it's just one of those things where it's just like, whoa, like we're in a time of unrest, sickness, like, whoa. And again, it's the way that, like, during that time, I didn't really see a lot of razzle dazzle. Like, in fact, like, I felt like Biden was just, personally, I feel like Biden won on some, like, consolation prize. Like, I don't know. It feels like whatever deal Barry had with Biden, Biden gave to Kamala. Like, it just feels like that. It feels like she was supposed to get it. Maybe. But there's a part of me that feels like the only reason why she didn't is because they put money on his books. Like, I really feel like that's the only reason why Trump won. It's because they put money on his books. And also, putting the money on the books also to disenfranchise everybody else that was creating content about everything, because it's the way that most people were like, I don't care. There were even folks saying that they gave their vote to somebody else, like, which I thought was really fascinating. But many people said that they gave their vote away. Gaming man, I hear you. Gaming man, I'm so sorry that Ryan came at you. I mean, bro, I feel like that's the thing about it is like the thing that sucks about politics is that they will kill somebody of color very quickly for even making it seem like they can do something else other than the status quo. And then like it's the way Donald Trump's still alive, eating McDonald's every day. Like even the McDonald's won't touch him. Crazy. I mean, I don't even think Trump wants to be a king or a dictator. I think that Trump is actually just in it for the money, bitch. Like, I hate to say this, but I feel like, first of all, he's a narcissist. He loves being on stage and on camera. I think that, like, he figured out a way to get paid for being used. And I feel like between me and you, bitch, like, I may seem simplistic in this analysis, but I feel like Brock, yikes. I feel like Donald Trump and Kanye are both like the same kind of Gemini, but I think that they're like a tale of two Geminis, you know, a white one and a black one. And I truly believe that, like, just the same way that like Trump is using his friends to help him, I don't believe Kanye don't got some rich ass white friends behind his ass. I believe that for real. I believe that Kanye has a lot of connections, which is why he's still not gone all the way. Like, I think he still has somebody that'll still fuck with him. People will still look at him. People will still gawk at him. He's being rebellious. He's not being revolutionary, which is fine. Like, not really, but I don't want to do too much because I just feel like I feel like with Kanye, like he's the person that I think of when we talk about people with mental health issues that we like look at like to, because I feel like he has really harmed himself like so bad, and you can tell it wasn't like he wanted to do that. Like I hate to say this, but I really don't think that he wanted to be so shocking that he doesn't get as much attention anymore. Like I don't think that was ever the plan, but I think unfortunately, I think that he's hung out with a lot of white people, and I think they've gassed him to a certain degree. Like, I truly believe that's the issue, is that Kanye was told yes by many white people. And I think that there were a lot of black folks that he was around that I think he may have thought he wanted to be better than, bigger than, and I think he might have found out the hard way that, like, these white people are only entertaining you to, like, put you in a certain position. Like, I just feel bad for him slightly because I feel like he was set up, but I also feel like he was arrogant, and I think that he was trying to chase fame to a degree that just, it's so sad. Because again, it's not like he's not talented, but the common sense, bitch. The common fucking sense. I also think, I don't think he thought about his legacy very much. I think like once he got with Kim, it was very clear that he would do a lot for a check. Like I think again, I think that shit just looked really like it's the way that like your partner, especially in Hollywood, can really like tell people a lot. Like I think like when you look at like Jay-Z and Beyonce, it's the way people look at Jay-Z like he's so smart. There must be something about him. It's the way that your partner could really like complement your life and really elevate you or like have you looking crazy. And I just truly believe like Kim never had him looking good. Like I feel like Kim always looked crazy next to him. And I think again it showed how much he had become what he used to judge. Like it's the way that he has a famous line like when he get on, leave your ass for a white girl. And it's the way he was engaged to a black woman and really did get on and marry a white girl. It was just hard to stick with it because it was feeling like self-fulfilling prophecy. It was feeling like, oh, you're causing harm and you're aware. You're very self-aware, almost too self-aware to like do shit like this. And again, he's a Gemini. So I'm sure that like there's times where he be thinking shit, but do he really believe that? Do he really want to live that truth, that path? I think at the end of the day, I think a lot of men live for men. And so I think that he was trying to make other men envy what he had. I think that that's why he has Bianca showing up wherever the fuck, wearing whatever the hell. Because he wants other men to see in this time where women have autonomy in a way that like we just haven't had it in a while. And I say we sometimes when we talk about women, but I feel like I say it to say that like there's times where like I know people think I'm a woman or people call me a woman or call me she. I'm not offended and I don't think anything negative about it. I just try to like again be mindful of the fact that like I'm not a woman. I'm an agender person. I don't believe in the idea. I don't believe in the invention of woman. I feel like when the idea of woman was created to make men feel comfortable. It was not invented for our comfort. And so I'll just say that in a time where like women can say no and like leave a man very easily or easier than before, or at least just be a main character in her life without having to consider a man. Kanye is offering men something that they unfortunately have been socialized to want. It's not innate. Like men don't innately want to dominate women. I'll never believe that. But I will believe that there are men that will spend their lives showing other men how much they made a woman a dog, how much they made a woman a bitch, how much they made a woman obey, how much they made a woman crawl, beg, be less, just so that he can be more. And again, there are men that don't want to see that. There are definitely men that do not like that shit. But there are many more that will unfortunately be so insecure that they'll think that's the best way to have a partner is to have her be afraid of me, is to have her be less than me. There's a lot of men that can't really handle having a partnership with a woman one-on-one and be equal. They have to have more money. They have to have the house, the car, the access. There's a reason why a lot of men will go after teenagers and young girls. It's not just because they're pedos. It's also because of the power imbalance that is innate when you are 18 and they are in their 20s, 30s. These men have had access simply because they're men and are of a certain age. It's the way that a man can show up to a job interview and because of his age be eligible for a certain amount of money. And there's no motherfucking question. And so with that being said, it's the way that we don't live in a world that really cares too much about how women are existing. And because of that, like getting back to Kanye, getting back to how he's showing up, Kanye is a black man controlling something white. And I think that's another point of like even pushing him out of the limelight. Like I do think that like black men with white women and in a certain light does make white supremacy feel like get that out of here. And again, it's so fascinating to me like how I'll see many men of color, not just black, with white women, and how people will feel a way about that. But as I said, there is a porn category called Black New World Order, and a lot of the visuals are like black men dominating like non-black women. And again, it's the way that like I've read some of the comments, and you'll find white men in the comments like celebrating this. And sometimes there will even be racist white men who are talking shit, which is very fascinating. I feel like I rarely see people talking shit in porn comments, but in those I will see a lot of white people very upset that there's seemingly something like positive about this black man like harming or aggressing this white woman or this non-black woman. And again, it's the ways that like there's an equal amount of white people in the comments like, I love this shit. And just celebrating in this way that has me thinking about how people can fetishize black bodies, but they'll still not be humanized, and how like white people will be watching this shit like getting off, but like be mad or still experiencing a lot of inferiority, and then be projecting in the comment section. Very strange. Ooh, you built an Amazon bed frame? Oh shit, go you. I hope you took a good rest and a good break, babe. You did good. The white European person saying that they be minding their business. Lie again. Lie again. I mean, I didn't vote either. Wait, the mercy seat. What do you mean? Who could get got with the bullet? Marie, you're not wrong, but I also feel like when I think about it, like I remember Donda brought Kanye to China to raise him, and I just think about how I'm sure there were experiences Kanye experienced that really did make him maybe feel different than his peers or people that he grew up with, but the ways that like he channeled that into music, channeled that again. I just think about how, unlearning anti-blackness, it took a while and I'm still unlearning. I probably will be forever. But I'm trying to hold that like there are some folk that perhaps when they get to a certain level of richness, there's another layer of anti-blackness to unlearn. That's just where I'm at. Just with all the people popping out in Hollywood, I have to hold that maybe at a certain level of wealth, a certain level of white people that you're dealing with, a certain level of shade from white people with money. I'm sure it's something else, it's another layer to it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I remember when it was all so simple and we were all so pro black and we were all so, and then I look back at the last 10 years and it's like, what the fuck? Because it doesn't feel like the previous 10. Not at least read the chat. I am. Well, I want to watch Don't Look Up. Bye, Marie. Thank you for chilling. I mean, when Kanye got with Kim, I think the vibe was very much. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I remember people talking about Kimye. I remember, yes, there was an account that called themselves Kimye, and they would post a lot, and it was interesting. I feel like that's the thing. It was entertaining to see Kanye and Kim together, but in retrospect, it was two narcissists. It was two narcissists. I think that's why it was interesting to watch. It was two people that really only cared about themselves. And then when they had the baby, I hate to say this, but I think Kim, after the baby, I think she was still a narc, but I do think she realized, like, fuck, I have two babies now. Like, it's the way Kanye, I'm sure, was a baby, and then, like, it's the way I'll never forget that story that Kim told about how she brought Kanye a Band-Aid, and it wasn't flesh toned. It wasn't like a brown Band-Aid. He was very upset about it. And I remember her telling the story, like she was so annoyed. And I just feel like in that moment, I realized that Kanye really misses his mother. But also, Kim really does not understand that it's okay for someone to desire something that fits their skin tone and their aesthetic. And that's another layer to this. Like I could tell from that story, Kim was not very sensitive to Kanye's needs. But I'll say also Kanye was looking for some mothering. And again, someone getting you a band-aid is such a kind gesture. Crying to them that it's not the right color, that's something that you are doing when you're a little kid and you really wanted a Superman or a Spider-Man one. I'm not saying that his concern about the Band-Aid not being his shade was an issue. I'm just saying the way that like he clearly needed a Band-Aid, but then it was like, oh, and now here's another thing. And again, they're both narcissists. They're both main characters. I can't imagine she appreciated being relegated to an assistant in that moment. Because again, if it's not the right color, you talk about it. You could be like, oh, this one's not going to work for me. It just didn't seem like that from the story. It seemed like he was upset and it seemed like she was just very much over it. And again, there's stories to tell about your partner that don't have them sounding like they, really don't care about your time or what you got going on. Because again, someone bringing you a Band-Aid, that's nice, but they probably got other shit going on to do. If it's the wrong color, you could make a request that, we get different colored ones. Again, it's the way that like when you're a wife and a mother, you're also a home manager. You're also a secretary. And so it's the way that like it seemed like she did not appreciate that. And I don't know. I feel like if you like the person, you're like gonna hear them and not be that annoyed. But at the same time, I think it's okay to be annoyed by shit like that. I think it's okay. Although we don't fuck with Kim. Kim's family have a you know what? I used to watch the Kardashians. I'm gonna be so fucking for real, and I'm gonna be real with you. I watch a lot of shows that are terrible. I do not think that I have good taste in shows. I think that for me, what I like to watch is people like giving us way too much information. I feel like from young, I used to watch that show with Anna Nicole Smith. Remember, she was dating that old ass man for money, bitch. I just like to watch. Honestly, my favorite genre is delusional white person with way too much motherfucking money making very questionable fucking decisions with a camera in front of their fucking face. That is my favorite genre. I love to watch very just why are we watching this white person spend all this damn money? And again, there's a corpse rotting in the background. I was a minor. I should not have been watching that shit, but I was. And again, I've always been the type to just be like, what are these white people up to? What is going on? Y'all watch fucking 40 seasons of this. Absolutely. The Kardashians is such an insane show. Like at this point, I'm gonna be real. I heard recently, just because we're talking about the Kardashians, I heard recently that 6-year-old True, Chloe's daughter, does not know that her and Tristan are not married. That really disgusted me. Like Chloe, like can you imagine your baby not knowing that you are not their parent? I gotta plug y'all in. But that really fucked me up. A Gemini, a double-minded man. I'm screaming. Not DJ Academics. Y'all are funny as fuck. Y'all really make me laugh. Just thank y'all. Y'all really make my day. Truly. The comedy here. Unmatched. I'm behind in the chat. Bianca needs good friends. Here's my thing. I don't think Kanye allows her to have friends. I think that she stays in the kennel at night and then he takes her out and puts clothes on her and then makes her go outside. And then he calls the car around and they put her back in the cage and then he goes about his business. I don't believe that she gets a lot of freedom. I mean, I think that Kanye clearly has a type at this point, and I don't think that it's just white women. I think that his type is submissive for money. That's what I think at this point. Misogyny, just love domination, true. Somebody. Is he saying that she clearly likes it? It's like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of layers. I think that like I want you to consider this. Let's say that you're living life and someone reaches out to you who's really famous. What wouldn't you do to keep that relationship? Like that's where I'm at with it. Like where would your line be? You know, like where would you be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And again, I'm not trying to make it seem like you would not have the self esteem, self control. I'm just saying some people really don't. And so I think about how like some people aren't even famous and like men in their lives got them doing all types of really weird stuff. So there's a part of me that feels like there may be a part of him that wants to dress her up and make her his doll. That's what I see. I feel the same way about Kim. I'm pretty sure he dressed Kim. Like I want to say after Kanye, I want to say Kim like talked about how she didn't know how to dress herself, which I thought was really fascinating. Like I don't know about y'all, but like I can't imagine like somebody like dressing me to the point where I can't dress myself any longer. That just feels so icky. Because again, it just speaks to like how much control that person actually really had in the relationship. That like you can't wake up and put something on and feel comfortable and confident that you can go out and like just live your life and just be. Like that shit is sad to me. But again, I think that when we talk about Kim, we're talking about someone who's a narcissist. I think her mother probably dressed her. I think her mom probably got her a stylist. Like her family probably really did invest a lot into making her what she became. And so I don't want to act like there's not other women that we can look to who like had help from men. I think like when we look at Beyonce, I think we like really look at how Jay-Z like groomed her. And I'm not saying that to be like making fun of her or make her like feel bad or talk down to her. It's more that I'm trying to offer that like what Beyonce is was created and like she was absolutely groomed in ways. And then also the man that she's still with today, we know based on their own admission that he cheated on her, meaning that he used her youth and her beauty to make himself look and seem a certain way. And then he also, was able to, use her and trick her and put her through some shit. And then now, we look at them and it's so awkward because I think about when people talk about like ugly men. Cause let's be real, people call Jay-Z ugly all the fucking time, to the point where they're like calling Blue Ivy ugly because she looks like him, which is such an awkward conversation. But one thing that I do want to stress is that like we think that Beyonce we think Beyonce is a beautiful person, and so we have a lot of how do I say this? We have a lot of investment seemingly in Blue Ivy that feels creepy. I personally don't believe that we should ever be hoping for a younger person to grow into beauty. I think that's so weird, but there's just been so many people like focused on Blue in this way that I don't think people realize. Like when people think you're attractive, it's like people think of attraction as something you can consume, and it's why like when you're a fan of someone that you think is attractive, you can just stare at their photograph and get something from that. And so again, it's the way that people get something from looking at Beyonce. They get something from her beauty, but her child seemingly not living at the same intersection of beauty as her mother is something that people punish people over. Like women are punished for being ugly. It's very much like you owe us beauty out here. And so Beyonce has paid, right? She's paid. So people fight on her behalf. People say, how dare you? Like people fight for her beauty, fight for her to be seen as beautiful. If you are an ugly woman or seen as an ugly girl, people will actually be like, hope you figure it out. The way people are so loud about beauty, they are quite cold about ugly. And so with that being said, like I think people look at Blue in a way that scares me at this point. One thing I also noticed is like the last time Blue was in the news, they were talking about her looking too grown. And what really made me sad is that I think she's already going under the knife. I hate to say that, but her actions are reminding me of Kylie Jenner and how people were like, oh, she's just using a lip kit, you guys. She's just using makeup, you guys. And it's really making me think about how like when Kylie was like getting her face done, everyone thought it was makeup. Everybody thought it was her lip kit. Remember Kylie's lip kits? And all the white girls was buying them up thinking they was gonna get lips. She had already bought them lips. So again, just pay attention. When you see a younger celebrity putting on a lot of makeup all of a sudden, accentuating certain things that could be a bra, corset, just pay attention. Because a lot of times they're getting their bodies done, and it's not me saying that we should pay attention to bully them. It's just like pay attention to how people are talking about people, because people have been talking about Blue's looks to the point where I would not be surprised. And I also want to just urge people to look into old Beyonce photographs, because Beyonce's had a nose job before. Beyonce's had work done. So let's just keep that in mind, you guys. Like sometimes we see people and we think, oh my God, like beautiful, everyday, natural. And it's like once you get into the limelight, it's gonna cost you a little bit more money to like still maintain that, you know? So just putting that out there. Um mm, Remember the episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashian when she brought Kanye on for the first time? Yes. Literally, I feel like The Kardashians is such an interesting show. It's so interesting. Again, just like watching it in retrospect, just seeing how people behave on it. Even like her with Chris Humphries and like the whole like leaving Chris Humphries to be with Kanye. Hilarious. The best baked potato offerings, honestly, broccoli and cheese. I mean, Quantum, bad PR to be a narc in the spotlight with kids. I don't disagree with you. I think about like Amber Rose at this point and her being, you know, again, I just think about some of the women we know, our moms, and like what they're up to. And it's wild because it's like, girl, you have biracial, like, okay, it cut me, but we're back. It's the way that Amber Rose has like brown children and she calls herself biracial. And it's like, she's clearly not biracial. That's fine. But it's the way that she's clearly a mixed person who also has brown mixed children, and she's just like not caring about where she stands. Like, really creepy. I'm crying, gaming man. I love you. I like that clip of Kim beating her sister while they're eating Chipotle. Woo! I'm screaming. I'm screaming. I'm crying. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know what's going on. Whoa. All right. I was behind in the chat, but now we're caught up. You said Blue is beautiful. Here's my thing. I don't like I feel like Blue Ivy is a child. I'm not gonna talk about her being beautiful or ugly. I feel like that's not appropriate. I feel like she is a child. I think what makes sense is to acknowledge that like Beyonce is the one that goes on screen for us and shows us her beauty. And even that, like, that's not what she's offering us. She's offering us music. And I think about how, like, even that's not enough. You know, her fans expect something from her child. Okay. I mean, Third World Wonder, I agree. Oh, man. I'm crying. I'm screaming. I just caught up to the chat. Y'all are fun. I'm screaming. Hey Johnny, I hope you're doing well. I literally don't know what's going on here. Somebody asked me for my OnlyFans. I'm gonna need $5,000 to give you my OnlyFans. I did not vote for Kamala. I was disillusioned. I did not care to vote. I would just be fucking real with you. But can I also be candid? I feel like personally, I feel like I'm not in the oh, that's what y'all get for voting for Trump. I'm not one of those people. I personally don't give a fuck. I feel like if you really think that Kamala was going to make the world a better place, that's beautiful. If you think that Trump was the way, live life. I genuinely don't give one fuck because as far as I'm concerned, I'm of the belief that America has been a bad place for a long time. And it's about time for something to happen here that actually does change it for the best for the people that are here. Now, with that being fucking said, my ideas around America are that all the white people who came here and thought it was a good idea to engage in chattel slavery should have to go back to their home country. That's what I truly believe. I truly believe all white people, all descendants of the Pilgrims, 13 original colonies, and anybody who came after that should have to go back home. That's what I truly believe. I believe as an act of repair, white people would have to take themselves back to their native homes, back to their communities, back to where they're supposed to be. And I truly believe only then will the rest of us be able to figure out what the fuck is going on up over here. Because the white folks obviously are extracting the most from this place. And the only stake they have is because they said so. They should not get to stay here. The native people should be able to tell whoever else is left, you know, where it makes sense for us to be. That's how I feel. I feel like anyone who was stolen to be brought here to work the land, they should absolutely be repaired and then offered any kind of itinerary on where the fuck they want to go. That's what I truly believe. I truly believe that any stolen person that lives on this soil should be given a unlimited amount of credit. Like, and not even credit, just like an unlimited card to go wherever the fuck they want to go and actually live and be again within reason. I'm hoping that this could start like community conversations. People will decide to bring all their money together and go to a certain area and build their generational wealth. I just truly believe that like anybody who was stolen should be able to choose exactly what kind of destiny they want. That should be the repair for any stolen person. Anybody white that came up over here to exploit and extract, they should go back to Yugoslavia. They should go back to England. They should go back to my fucking Nova Scotia. They should just go back to over there. Go back to where your people was from. Go back. That's what I truly believe because nobody else can go back. Because of the crimes of your forefathers, no one else can go back. Native people, what is that restore gonna look like? Who knows? They don't know. I just truly believe like on some like harm reduction, the best way to not have open killing is like all the white people that did. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Here's what people don't want to think about. White people are 7% of the population. Most people on earth are black and brown. We have been gaslit by television. It is part of their propaganda machine. I'm so sorry that they have been lying to us for so long that we truly believe that they're the majority. They're not. It's a forced occupation. They stole and have installed themselves to make it seem. That's why they won't let nobody get an abortion no more, baby. They need their numbers to go up. And I want y'all to think about motherfucking sexual assault statistics in their community. White people mostly rape white people. The white babies that are coming from this period? Sweetie. That's the thing that I be trying to tell y'all. Like, the child mobs are coming, babe. Like, there's no way you can force anybody to carry a baby on this soil. And that's another layer to this. There are so many of us that were brought to term because our mama felt bad because they were scared of God. There's so many of us that only live and breathe today because somebody told your mom that she will go to hell. Some of us only got brought to that motherfucking final trimester because your mama thought she was going to hell, babe. So, like, let's be fucking clear. For the first time, we have many women who know good and goddamn well they're not going to hell if they don't have that baby. That's why they need to force people to be pregnant. The programming, Age of Aquarius, look it up. We're in Age of Aquarius, baby. We've been in Age of Aquarius since 2011. I'm telling you, that brainwashing, that idea. Oh my goodness. Again, the idea that if white people who are here immigrated back to other countries or back to where they're from, that we would lose something. I think what's really true is that we would lose this socialized idea of otherness. I think that's the thing. If white people who came here to extract and exploit had to go home, what would they do there? And again, it's the way that like white supremacy needs like people in certain places. Like white supremacy literally makes people go to prison. They force people into prison by denying them education, denying people food, denying people support. Again, this whole place is a setup. This whole shit is a fucking setup. So just keep that shit in mind. Like just the same way that some people be thinking white people have money, it's a setup. It's a setup to really make you think that they're supposed to have money. And it sets them up to think if they don't have money and somebody of color does, that they should hurt them. It's sick. But we really live in a world that really tells us who we're supposed to be from young. Yes, we all love Meryl Streep, exactly. And again, it's the way that I already know. Like I think I already know. Like I'm supposed to go to jail. I already know I'm supposed to be in prison. I already know. And again, it's the way that who knows if I'm gonna be able to avoid it. Who really knows if I'm gonna be able to like make it? But it's the way that like when you're poor, when you really don't have a lot, you're going to make a lot of risky decisions. I'm crying. Dude, I'm in such a good fucking mood. This weed is so nice. I love this. I love making my own little hybrids. No, I'm not going to lose any weight. I'm gonna stay fat to spite you, and you're gonna have to keep on suffering. Oh well. I'm putting on the green screen again though. We're going back to the green screen. Honestly, I screenshot so many things. I'm so excited to share with y'all. I have so many cute things on my phone. And weird things on my phone too. I'm gonna be so fucking for real. I have the weirdest shit on my phone. Like, why do I have this on my phone? I made some good ass noodles. Capricorn. You're on a break. Ooh, did you have something tasty? I'm sorry. There's just something about being high with all these noodles. It's just it made the high stronger. I don't know why. I can't call it. Let me see. Let me see. Ooh. Mm. Ooh, I took a really cute picture. I saw my house the other day. I'm gonna show y'all. Bitch, look. Face. Wig. Lip. Bitch, yes. Get into my beat. Get into my beat. Get into my beat. Ooh, now this one, I'm not gonna lie, my lip looks kind of like a butthole, but I feel like I'm gonna get it on the next one. I feel like on the next one, I'm going to get it. But I was so close to eating. I was nibbling. But then, honestly, this wig, so cute, so beautiful. I love her. I'm obsessed with her. I really hope that she never leaves me, but who knows, bitch. But yeah, honestly, babe. Oh, bitch, I love loving on me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, my number is 37. Thank you for asking. Um, also, what? What the fuck? What? Oh. No, I'm not gonna show y'all that one. That was too much. That was too much. That was too much. But you know what though? Ooh, I'm gonna show y'all this one though, because this one I really babe. Babe. Oh my god, Dane encouraged me to get those earrings. He just knew I was gonna get cute with these. And then the gold on the lip. Oh my god, bitch. Like you ever just beat your face, but you ain't got nowhere to go? You have nothing to do, but the hair is just low key, bitch. I want to frame this one. I want to put it in a locket, bitch. Low key, and put it on my own neck. Yes, I'm pro having a picture of myself with myself. Ooh, this is unrelated to everything, but I really miss this hair look. Like, bitch, do you see my little baby curls on this? Like, bitch, do you see this hume? Do you see this hume right here, bitch? It's the way I almost cut off all my hair, bitch. But now I'm like, bitch, let me bleach my shit and go fucking gold. Let me get some golden braids or something. Bitch, tell me to sit down, please. Tell me to sit down. Please tell me to sit down. Thank you. Bitch, I don't remember. I feel like this is New Orleans. No, this is yeah, it's New Orleans when I was working at the hat shop. This was hat shop times. But yeah, no, I feel beaut. I feel beaut. Um Also, this is like unrelated to everything, but I made a really beautiful pancake the other day. Now, if you look, you'll notice, yes, those are cooked down blueberries. I did cook down those blueberries. I did a little swirliana, and then I took some condensed milk. Yes, that is a one leches pancake. Indeed. I'm crying. Yes, thank y'all so much for indulging me and like looking at all these random ass photos of food in my phone. Food in myself. Food in me. Um Ooh, this is like actually quite unrelated to every fucking thing. Bet. Mm, My friend did a tarot card reading for me the other day, which is really exciting. Ren, one of the mods, like they came to my house, and I love the way that they read. I love the way that they have their decks. Actually, sidebar, I haven't read tarot cards in like 1,000 years. If anybody wants a card pull, let me know, cause I'm about to pull one for me. How do you grow your cherries? Oh my goodness! Listen, if you might need to just get a better bra, friend. Maybe just a better bra. Cause I know for me, this bra really be pulling up my back fat into my titty rolls, into my meats. They used oracle cards. They had an oracle deck. They had a tarot deck. They had an affirmation deck. They had a regular what is this called? A regular deck of cards, which I think is like on some hoodoo type shit. But yeah, no, they were out here. They were not playing games. But hold up. Cause not attack the D. Some of y'all are just really going through a lot, and it's hilarious. I'm gonna put up another picture before I go and grab my cards, because like I said, I'm gonna still pull up a card for me. Ooh, honestly, I don't know if you can see the bottom, but it says some of you bitches are transphobic. I'm not gonna lie, I live for this meme. This shit had me screaming when I first seen that shit. Fuck transphobia. But yeah, give me a moment. I'm a BRB. I'm doing cute. I'm doing quite cute. I didn't have a really great interview today, but that's okay. That's all right. This job is not. That's not the only bitch in town. Oh, you're trans? Hey, what up? All right. No. Y'all are adorable. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna read a tarot card for myself because I haven't been pulling lately. I've been kind of whack about that. So we're back. This is called the Lovely Omens Tarot deck. It is really cute. I'm obsessed with it. I got it a while ago. It was very affordable. I want to say it was under $40. But it's been with me through so much. This deck was homeless with me, and I never lost a card, bitch, being homeless for years. So I have to believe she is a bad bitch. I have to trust in her, but I believe in her ass alone because I'd be scared. I'd be scared as hell. I'd be like, let me not bother her for nothing. Nothing for real, because she's been through everything. But I'm just kicking it with her today. I don't got no questions. The Lovely Omens Tarot deck. Yeah, Lovely Omens. I got it on Etsy. And I really like the artwork. Yeah, I'm about to pull a card for myself. I love myself, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit of spiritual healing. Absolutely am. And you could do it too for a check. Okay, let me see. Let me see. All right, calling on my spiritual team, calling on my great grandpa because I love him, calling on all the homies that passed, calling on ancestors that really want me to win, even the ancestors that really be like not really sure how I'm gonna win, but they can come through too. That's okay. I need some curiosity. Whew. Okay. Okay, bitch. Four swords. Okay, bitch. Four swords. Okay, okay, okay. That's in the middle. On the bottom, ooh, hermit. Okay. All right. And on the top, ooh, is that my bitch? No, it's Wheel of Fortune. I thought it was the two of motherfucking what? I thought it was the Two of Cups at first because the Two of Cups has two cats on it as well. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna just sit with this one for a second. I feel like first of all, the fours very powerful, very very powerful, and it also was on the fucking. It was in the middle. So I feel like in the middle, how I like to read is the card in the middle is something that you might feel, but you might not be ready to say. Something that you may be experiencing, but you may not be ready to really define it just yet. Like something going on, but you're just not sure how to even take it. And so, what I'm going to say is the Four of Swords. When I see this card, I think about the African American Tarot deck because that's how I really like got into tarot. I feel like that deck really was like my deck that I really remember learning on. And I remember the Four of Swords having this energy of someone leaving, someone escaping, someone taking a moment. And in the card, it shows this person laying in a tomb, and it was said that like before certain battles, like before battles that were very very scary, some knights would lay in their tomb and kind of just get hype and be like, this is where you're going to be if you don't show up, if you don't make it. And so it's almost like a rest in a way, but it's a rest that kind of is to change your mind. And so the Four of Swords upright, to me at least, speaks to me taking time away to change my mind, taking time away to maybe get more information, maybe to feel the weight of my decisions. Four swords sounds like force. Okay, Stars Life. Okay, I love the interpretation. Thank you for saying that. What should you eat? Soup and grilled cheese or breakfast? I mean, breakfast sounds good. I'm pro breakfast for every meal though. Like soup and sandwich is nice, but breakfast is really nice if you can do it. Now, the card that was on the very bottom, that was the Hermit card. So I choose to think of like the bottom card is like a whisper. The card that's like on the lowest of keys. And it's funny because the Hermit card is literally Virgo energy, very much like let's remove ourselves from society. Let's learn. Being a hermit means that you can maybe focus your time and energy on something that is personal. It's also, again, on the bottom, so perhaps it is a quiet moment that I need to be like setting up for self. Like perhaps the hermit is trying to remind me that like meditation is necessary, that taking time for self is necessary. But also the Wheel of Fortune on the very top is kind of telling me to take risks. So I would like to just say formally that this reading is very hilarious because I didn't ask for anything. I just wanted, some guidance, perhaps, just some affirmation. And I feel like they're trying to tell me to slow down, pay attention, make plans. Uh, the hermit also works on perfecting skills, you know, and then the Wheel of Fortune up top, looking towards like the Wheel of Fortune was looking that way. So I guess there's a part of me that feels like the Wheel of Fortune is misaligned, and that maybe in times where we don't feel really lucky, we should be focusing on how to build things that are like solid. And I could actually work with that because, again, there's a lot of times where like things work out for me and I don't really have to suffer. And I'm not saying I deserve to suffer, but there's times where like if you don't do the work, you don't learn how to do the skill. So it's definitely telling me to like, reevaluate, maybe take some time to feel the weight of your decisions, maybe like sit with what you know is real, or sit with an outcome that's really possible. Maybe don't be delusional in this time. I feel that very heavy. Like lack of delusion, because Wheel of Fortune, again, like when the Wheel of Fortune is looking at you, you can think a lot of positive things, but when it's looking away from you, it can feel like, oh no, there's not enough. And I've definitely felt like that. I've definitely felt like I've run out of like good fortune. I've definitely felt like I've run out of luck. And so perhaps like the deck is telling me like pay attention to the future. Like where do you really want to be? Like where is my tomb? Where could I lay that would like really sober me to how things could go left if I don't make the best decisions out there with strategy. And again, the hermit being on the very bottom is like maybe the secret weapon is rest. The secret weapon is removing yourself from the calamity of like the day to day. Is what up, Luna? Is putting yourself in a position to, again, reevaluate what matters the most to you and then go from there instead of, again, assuming that things are going to work out when you actually need a little bit more than things are going to work out. And so I definitely am holding that for myself. I appreciate you, Meryl, for helping, truly. And like I hear you on saying I've just been trying to get out there, but it's like honestly I have no choice but to put myself back out there. Like I have no choice. Like I have to put myself out there, and like I really don't get anything in life if I am hiding away. And so I think that the cards are trying to remind me that like hiding away or you know gathering your energy or putting your energy somewhere or someplace in particular, like that's necessary. Like you have to do those things. But I've been able to, hide away from people for a long time, and I think that that's another thing is like I know how to get away from people. It's much harder for me to like do that as a balance and not just do that as like a that's all I'm gonna do. With that being said, if anybody would like me to pull a card for them, let me know. If not, no worries, no pressure. But I am here for a moment. I'm about to beast mode on my sandwich, and I feel like I'm probably going to start reading a new book today, which is exciting because I have not made time to read a book in a minute, and I feel like that would help me. Meryl, I got you. I'm gonna do Meryl, then I got you, Minnie. Okay? Absolutely, absolutely. It's Meryl, and then it's Minnie. Meryl, do you know what we're pulling for? If not, no worries. But if you have something, feel free to like let me know what you're thinking. But if not, we could just pull. Flower and creativity. I got you after Minnie. Heard you, heard you, heard you. Now, I end up pulling 3 cards, but I pull them so that they can support what's being said. All right, so you said you want to get nothing in particular, just the top card. Okay, Meryl Streep's spiritual team, coming in peace, coming in peace. If you have a message or just something to share with them, they're open to receiving. They said they want the top card. They said they want the energy from the top. They said they want the loudest card in the deck. Which card is screaming? Which card is crying? Which card is letting it be known? Which card is projecting? Which card is giving? Okay. Ooh, okay, Knight of Wands. Ooh. Ooh. Now this card is another card that I see in retrospect in another deck, and I see like the knight, and he is like there's fire coming off of his horse, like he is gallivanting, like he is galloping like forward. He is not to be stopped. Like there's so much fire, so much passion, so much creativity, whatever it is that is like screaming at you, that's calling you, that's pulling you, that's making you want to move towards it, that's making you want to grow towards it, that's making you want to shine lights towards it. This card is just very much a loud yes, and with help, yes, and with vigor, yes, and with energy. It's very much loud. Now that middle card, this one was honestly kind of like going nuts all over the deck, and when it popped out a little bit, I was like, I know I'm pulling you. And so the Justice card, being that card in the middle, this is pure Libra energy. This is the scales. This is balance. This is justice. This is like things actually working out because they're supposed to. It's things going the way that they're supposed to go. What up, Xenia? And so with that being said, like you're supposed to be getting some good news. You're supposed to be getting more energy. You're supposed to be getting more help. You're supposed to be getting more creativity. Like you're supposed to be getting this. Like these things are supposed to be coming into your life. Nothing is passing you by. Nothing can miss you. You are aligning with it. Please trust the good energy. Please trust the firepower. Please trust that it's on time for you. But this is a very loud message of fairness, of power, of strength, of again creativity, of learning something new and being excited about it. Ooh, and this card is on the very bottom, Nine of Pentacles. Hmm. Now, nines are the ending. They're the end of a story, right? When we get to the Nine of Pentacles, we're dealing with a lot of material. There's just this desire to have it all, to be comfortable, to have needs be met. And the Nine of Pentacles turned around is kind of like there's more to work towards. It's giving that whatever it is that you're working towards perhaps seems like a financial goal or a financial attainment. And so yes, while there's a yes, while there's power, while there's creativity, it's also there's also some lack perhaps that is fueling it, like the desire to not go through something again or not experience something again, the desire to be able to kind of correct something for the first time. And so I'm really excited for you. And this reading was very powerful, but it also speaks to like being owed, like you're owed very much. And again, that Nine of Pentacles, that last act, it can feel really spicy. And I'm glad you have that Knight of Fire there with you because the Justice card, again, like fairness, balance, like support, creativity, like it just feels like you're going towards something that is going to help, but also something that's going to show off all of the qualities you've been working on. So I hear you on always saving money, but it's showing that you've been saving for the right things. You've been saving for the right moment. It just feels like you finally are getting that yes, checking something off the list, getting something done, finally being able to be in a place that you know you've been working towards. It's kind of like things finally adding up. And I'm glad. I'm glad to see that. But again, trust yourself, trust everything that you feel. Minnie, are you still here? I did also have the King of Swords pop out randomly. So Aqua energy is afoot. Libra energy is afoot. There's a lot of like airiness, a lot of mental acuity that is, again, boosting this experience. You're so welcome. I appreciate you. If Minnie's not here, the person after Minnie, I got you. I believe it's Flowering Creativity, looking for the general. Okay, Minnie, um, where did you want me? I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back and read and see. Okay, did you want me to pull for anything in particular? And do you want me to pull from the top, middle, or bottom? Flowering, you're after Minnie if you're still here. And I'm not sure who asked to go after a flowering community, but whoever did, you're after Minnie if flowering is not here. So just a PS on that, but I appreciate all the patience. Of course, Meryl. Thank you for being a mod. I appreciate you for always showing up for me and helping out. Couldn't do it without you, bitch. Okay. Minnie said pull from the middle, nothing in particular. Okay, Minnie spiritual team. They said they just want to hear something. They did not give me any direction. So you already know what's going on. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Ooh. Bitch, I can't sing. It's okay. I'm going to still try. I believe in myself. That's all that matters. Okay. In the middle. Ooh, is that another king? Sure is. Mr. King of Cups. Upside down. Okay. Let's get in. What was on the top? Ooh. Ooh, is that my girlie? Knight of Cups? Damn, you got a lot of cups, baby. Zam zam. All right, and on the very bottom, Page of Pentacles. Okay, the regulator. I see it. Okay. First of all, when we get to the King of Cups, we're dealing with someone that is extremely emotional. This is Cancer energy, Cancerian, baby. We're dealing with, I mean, shit. Low the key is people be thinking King of Cups is also Pisces. So I'll give Pisces. I'll give a little nod to Pisces. But King of Cups can be a little bit caught in delusions, can be a little bit caught up in, just the highest polarity, what they really want to happen. And it can be a little manipulative at times. This card was upside down, so maybe you're looking at things very pointedly. Maybe you're not employing any creativity. Like maybe when you look at, maybe your current partner, you're only able to see all the bullshit. Maybe you're unable to see the ways that maybe they're also struggling. Maybe they're also going through something that maybe they're not sharing with you. But this card kind of speaks to someone that may not be able to be as empathetic with everybody because there's a little bit of a shut off. I could be wrong. I don't trust me. If I'm not on it, that's okay. If it's not a good reading, let me know. But when I get into the King of Cups being upside down, I get someone that is, again, someone who's supposed to be of status and extremely in tune emotionally, and just a little bit of a cutoff, a little bit of a, I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure, who's really in my corner. I'm not sure who really pouring into my cup. I'm not sure who really loves me. Again, that card was our middle card. On the top, though, I have the Knight of Cups upside down as well. Now, the Knights, they're all pretty passionate and powerful. They are the F1 shooters. They are the killers of their sign, of their suit. But when we get to the Knight of Cups, we're dealing with someone who emotionally fights. We're dealing with someone who knows how to say something or do something that will imply something much deeper. So the Knight of Cups, I feel like being right on the top but upside down as well means that maybe you haven't been able to communicate with a lot of empathy. And again, that King of Cups upside down again, meaning that on the highest polarity, like maybe in your day-to-day, you don't really feel like people can be vulnerable with you. But then also, like, when you're having conflict with people, you're having conflicts where it feels like if you really said what you wanted to say, you might kill their ass. So it's really giving that you have a lot of emotions to share, but you're not really feeling like you can say what's on your mind. And you might be holding back because this was the only card that was looking at you, which is the Page of Pentacles, meaning that maybe some people around you is fucking with your money, got you in a situation, so you got to play nice, but you're not feeling nice. You are not in a good space. You are not happy, and you really want to tell them about themselves. But if you do, you might be on the street. You might have to start over. And so all I'm getting from this reading is that you are brimming with a lot of emotion, it may be time to journal, call your best friend, go out to eat. Like, call the people that's not pissing you off and go out with them and have fun. But you need to release these emotions, friend. You have to let this shit out, because eventually, on the lowest of keys, I do think that the money will be impacted. The pages are, they're helpers. They're people that can usually get messages across. They're messengers, and so for the messenger of money to be looking at you, it's giving that maybe the motivation is, your money may no longer want to communicate with you, or the money that you have built with these people may be lost. Shit. Truly unsettled. Again, this reading was extremely emotional in that you may be hiding your emotions so that you can just keep going. So you can just make your money and go. Trust me, babe. I feel like we've all been there where we can't say what we want to say. We can't really do what we want to do because, again, our money might be getting fucked up, or we might lose a position. It could really be about losing a job or just losing the ability to do certain things with certain people. But for whatever reason, you're holding back your emotions. It is not healthy. It's not helping, and it honestly is going to get you caught up. So the best thing I would advise is calling 211. They have a hotline where you can just talk to somebody and they'll just listen to you. You do not have to tell them your name, all your tea. You can talk to them for as long as you need. Like I'm telling you, can tell these people anything, and they just have to listen because they're trying to help people not wanna, unalive themselves and be gone up out of here. And so again, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're experiencing, it's okay. You're not wrong. You're not weird. Not a burden. But if you don't have regular people to talk to, so I suggest it, because again, there have been times where I didn't really have no one to tell what I had to talk about. I needed to talk to someone that did not know me. I appreciate you, Minnie. Truly, just thank you for hearing me out, and I'm really hoping that, like, whatever you're keeping to yourself, you share. Truly. I don't need to wear anything. I do not believe in what you believe. My goodness. With that being said, Minnie, thank you. Who is the next person? I want to say it's Planting. I want to say it's Planting. If Planting's not here, that's okay. But the person that wants their card read, just tell me where we should read the card from, the top, the middle, or the bottom, and what you want the card pulled for. I'm gonna be here for another 5 minutes, just to give back. Sometimes energetic support. Sometimes the tarot cards can give us a little bit of insight, give us a little bit of support, give us a little bit of maybe. Got you. Thank you, Flowering. All right, you said the bottom and a general. Heard you. Flowering. Flowering's ancestral team, please come through. They said they just want a general read. Just a little general, nothing too deep. They said just give them a little something. And we're pulling from the bottom. And, ooh, okay, another page. Ooh. We have the Page of Cups, big Cancer energy. This is a message of love. This is a message of support. This is also low-key a message of motherfucking birth. This little birth card, this is a card that, reminds you to, take your birth control. High key. Now, what's on the top? What's boosting this one? Ooh, that's my sister. This is my mother. This is Capricorn Sun. Capricorn Sun energy, Queen of Pentacles. This is the mother. This is Earth Goddess. Again, this is boosting On the highest of key, the loudest card is Money, Big Money, Earth Mother. So far on the bottom of key, we got Page of Cups. You know, baby, little baby blessing. All right, and we also, as I said, we got Capricorn and Cancer in it right now. So we got the body, and we got the soul, and right in the middle, ooh, that's our friend, Knight of Wands. And as I said earlier, the Knight of Wands is fire, plumes of fire, a white horse, fire coming out of his head, tail. The knight is charging forward, so much creativity, so much growth, so much speed, so much heat, so much life, vitality. If you are wanting to be pregnant, if you are wanting to have a shababy, this would be a read that would give, now is the time. But if we're not interested in having children, I would say another way to interpret this read is that you're wanting to focus more on healing. You're wanting to focus more on making sure that you have everything you need so you can grow. And not just grow anything, but there's a desire to mentor. There's a desire to be an elder that has answers. Again, these cards are giving long game. These cards are giving thinking clearly. These cards are giving energy. These cards are giving in right state of mind. These cards are giving abundance. These cards are giving, you deserve everything and there's more than what you think. And they're all facing towards you. And again, like on the top, the loudest card is a queen. Queen of money, the richest queen in the deck. She has everything. In the middle, we have one of the strongest, most fieriest, most potent, most creative, most decisive knights that is strategic. And then on the very bottom, we have the Page of Cups, which is a tiny blessing, something that is being birthed, something that you're creating. So again, we have a powerful queen who's going towards something. And what will she find? Some blessing, some treasure. Now, if you want to read it from the bottom up, there is news. There's news. News of something new, something being birthed, something being born, something emotional, something created out of love, something created out of truth and love. And once it appears, once it exists, once the message is here, you will have many things to do. You will not have rest. You will have much strategic work to do, but it won't just be about strategy. It'll also be about timing. It'll also be about paying attention to time. A little bit of cookies. But this queen, she is a Saturnian. She's a Capricorn. She's willing to play the long game. So even though something suddenly is born or created, she's also willing to do the work to stay steady, to maintain her crown, to maintain the ways in which she governs and she stewards life, riches, material success. I would say that this reading is very positive. It's saying that you're being trusted to steward something, that you actually are. You are powerful. You are a creator. You are someone who can breathe life into things. But it's also time to perhaps ascend, to get more. And again, it can be hard to be abundant. I know some people don't believe that all the time, but when things are coming into your life, and especially quickly, and things that you really want, it can be overwhelming. So just remind yourself that you've been working on this for a while, that this is a path, it's a journey, it's not a one shot. Release the idea of being lucky. That's what I really want to tell you. Release the idea of luck. You've been working towards this. You don't get the Queen of Pentacles without hard work. You don't get that. You don't get that card without putting in a lot, without sacrifice, without seeing that if you make a change now, it will impact the future. So, a flowering, I feel like the general is giving like you have gifts coming. You always were deserving of them. There is work ahead. You are prepared for it. You have the power and the fire and the energy. And when you are, looking towards connections with people, make sure that those people are looking towards a longer game. Make sure they're not too short-sighted. Make sure the people around you are also thinking long-term and also believe that success is possible, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take knowing that you're on the right path. That's one thing that Capricorn is good at, is remembering that the path is long. That just because it's long doesn't mean that it's wrong. Just means that you got to keep on going. So keep that in mind, friend. You have a lot of good things coming up, a lot of things you've been working towards, a lot of blessings in your lap. They're not out of nowhere. You deserve them. Act like you deserve them. I'm crying. You're so sweet. You're super welcome. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate truly, truly, truly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Was there anybody else that wanted a tarot card reading before I get up out of here? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. It's okay if not. Trust me. It's going to be all good. But I will pull a card for the collective before I go, just in case you wanted to get one but you a skirt. Hey, Miss Lanion. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, let me pull this card for collective. This is for anybody who is too scared. No, yeah. Always for you. Always. What are we reading about, babe? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I got you. Absolutely. Oh yeah, I had the energy. Yeah, Angela, I'm gonna save this one. Thanks for asking. Thanks for showing up. No, I'm not going to say hi to that person. And you're not slick, babe. You're really not slick. Oh, you're so slick, babe. I love it. Woohoo! What up, Kira? Hope you're doing well. Yo, pineapple soda is so fucking good. Oh my fucking God. I'm so grateful. Yeah, no. What's next on this journey? I heard you. Where you want me to pull from, the top, the middle, or the bottom? Heard. Yo, what game are you playing right now, by the way? Got you. All right, Noe spiritual team. They want to know what's next. Give them some info on this job. They said they want to know from the middle. Give them some direction. Give them some information. Ooh. I'm going to have to put notifications on because I've been definitely wanting to check out your game. You gaming. Oh shit, that's cute as hell. I hope you do. That sounds retro as hell. Alright. feel like I shuffled pretty good. Thanks, Kara. All right. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. This is such a beautiful card to get when it comes to the job. I'm so glad to see that. Okay, on the top. Ooh, okay. Ooh, King of Wands. Okay. All right, a fiery king. A fiery king. And on the bottom, the star card. All right, Aquarius energy. They're not playing. I feel like we got big Sag energy. I mean, then again, you know what? I'll say big Aries. Big Aries energy. Big Capricorn energy. Big Aqua energy. So I hear you. Buying a new PC sounds a lot. Oh my goodness. This person has been trying to steal my identity for like 3 different lives now. I'm so sorry. Okay, so getting back into your Aries. Okay, good energy for Aries. Okay, first of all, we're gonna start with the middle. Two of Pentacles. I feel like this card illustrates it pretty well, but I feel like typically when you see this card, you kind of see someone being able to kind of balance everything, and this card naturally makes like an infinity symbol. So this card really deals with finding a balance, finding a way to give and take at the same time. And so I would say the Two of Pentacles facing towards you is saying that, you know, your relationship to money is one that you are looking at very closely. That like you getting a reading on this is because this is something that's really on your mind. You really are trying to figure out like how you can create a life where you are making enough money to actually want to keep going. Again, this is a big like physical like 3D card. Like this card is not like all in your head. It's very much how can I make it all spin? How can I make my world move to my drum, to my needs? And it seems like you're fundamentally like restarting or resetting the way that you think about work, the way you think about putting out your energy, the way you think about extracting wealth. It just feels like this card in this read is very much in the middle, in your stomach, feeling kind of like, how do I specialize? How do I become excellent at what I'm doing? How am I, creating the wealth that I need? And also, how is it keeping my life from being all about work? Because I feel like that's a big thing in the Two of Pentacles. You need that balance. You know you need money, but you know that you can't just be out here doing any old thing for a check. And so with that being said, it's very much like giving like, how the fuck do I make my world move? How am I in control? And so on the very top, that King of Wands, big Aries, big Mars, big strategy. The King of Wands is a king that rules with creativity, vitality. He is very much the kind of king that believes if you plant something now, it will grow. And yet, he knows that he can't just wait on the plants to grow. He knows that while he's planting, he also might have to engage in, some strategy and learning perhaps how other people are making it work in the off season. So there's a part of me that feels like, Aries and Aries energy, Mars energy can get a bad rap, but I truly believe that like we're coming into your season. We're coming into Aries energy, Mars energy. We're coming into the warrior energy. And so, what this is telling me is while you know internally that you need to find a way to create a world that you want to live in, you also have to find a way to put yourself out there in a way that means business. And so, I think that there is a little bit of a new role in life that you're trying to maybe find comfort in stepping into. Maybe in the past you've kind of just gone with the flow. They tell you how much they're paying and you go for it. Now you're kind of trying to figure out, like, how do you tell people I actually get paid this much per hour? It's giving that you're trying to figure out how to not be an employee, but how to have clients, if that makes sense. And so, with that being said, I want you to know that it's going to take some time, but also there are people that already do what you want to do. I feel like now is the time to maybe reach out and ask some questions, and also maybe watch some YouTube videos, because there are a lot of people who work in all different types of fields that will happily tell you how they started to assert themselves, how they started to put themselves out there. But it just seems like, becoming a king, it's something that, again, we know from storybooks, like it's just in your bloodline. You just happen, it just happens to you. No one chooses to be king. But when you take on the King of Wands energy, you're choosing to be creative. You're choosing to be warm, but you're also choosing to be strategic and to make moves and to be a self-starter. And so that can be something that may not come. Graphic design, word again. Yeah, no, you definitely have to, again, remember, like, now that you're going to be looking for clients, you do have to move a little bit differently. But one of the cool things about wanting to become a graphic designer is that you never know, like, what like who may be in need of your services. Like me personally, I've been making my own menus for a long time, and I personally feel like I probably should be maybe paying someone to do that. So maybe me and you could have a conversation. Maybe we can talk about it. Maybe I can be one of your clients. You can use me, and or I know some friends who have shops. Maybe they could also, support you as well. But again, you naming that, you saying this thing that you want to work on, you're already planting a seed. You're already putting yourself out there. Now, this card on the very bottom, the star card, this one is giving, you know, Aquarius is very much a one of a kind sign. I mean, we all are one of a kind, but Aquarius really loves to be different. And so there's a part of me that feels like part of perhaps what may be holding you back, or things that, are really quietly in the background, is that maybe you're trying to figure out, how the fuck do I stand out? There's so many graphic designers. Trust me, I've had this same thought. As someone who went to school for graphic design, it's hard once you're in the programs to see people's portfolio and be like, damn, but again, when you're creating, it's important to remember that what you're going to do is not like what other people are going to do. And it's hard to remember that. It's hard to remember that you actually are quite one of a kind. But again, graphic design is a place to show off your creativity, and a place to get fresh ideas. There's so many new things coming out in graphic design in terms of how people are showcasing their work. In that, I feel like there's more than, again, maybe you're thinking of right in this moment, or rather, there's more uniqueness to you than maybe you really know. But again, maybe just putting something out there, just making your debut, maybe that will be a way to shake the table. But the star card really does try to remind us that we are rare, we are one of a kind, we are different than everybody else. But having to show that and wanting to show that are two totally different things and two totally different places. And so I hope that you find yourself in places where you really want to show off how creative you can be, and not in a way that comes from competition or trying to be better or different from somebody else. I hope that you approach it from a standpoint of, I get to, ooh, yes, yes, why not? Oh, oh, soft glam. Anyways, very trans, the transist. Anyways, as I was saying, I feel like it's important to remember that you are you are creative and you are unique, and that just is the facts, you know. Like, what do you do now that is just true, that you are different, that you do have a voice, that other people can't be like you? What now, you know? What do you do now with that confidence, with that inspiration? And so that's what I think this reading was trying to give, was that you are all of those things, but living like it, acting like it, that's going to take practice. And so while you're ascending to that king energy, to that royal energy, to that confidence, you know, you're going to have to confront the fact that sometimes you don't feel like that. I think that's one of the hardest things about being a confident person. Sometimes you're not feeling confident. That's what makes you truly confident, when you can acknowledge when you're insecure, when you're off, when things aren't really hitting, but you're going to keep going. So again, just keep that in mind. Like, well, what makes us strong is acknowledging when we don't have it. What makes us weak is when we're telling people we're strong, as if that should be a way to bully others. You just got to keep in mind, like, the things that we're doing out here, other people might not do, and that's okay. But if we have a goal or a dream that we believe in, you should try to plant that seed with people who can help water it. So just keep that in mind, Noe. You have a seed to water, and you should be bringing it around people that have a little bit of water to share, a little bit of sunlight to share, a little bit of warmth to share. Seeds take a lot to grow. Some of the people that be around us do not always know how to water that seed. That don't mean they shouldn't be around us. It just means that we can't share everything with them because they're not going to help water it. Nothing against them, but sometimes our dream is so young, it needs nourishment. I really hope you trust that. Trust yourself to be around people that need to be nourished. And trust that you need their nourishment. Truly. Like, real talk, there's nothing like having good friends around you, good team around you. It feels bomb. Honestly, I'm so here for my makeup, bitch. I feel so beautiful right now. Ugh. I feel like that's the one thing about doing your makeup is like we were like I feel like when you have an idea of how you want your makeup to look, you're stuck. Like, you're stuck. And then, like, let something happen. Like, I forgot my lipstick after I left the house and I was so stressed, but then I was like, bitch, who cares, you know? Like, it's a stain now. I'm just trying to remember, like, I'm not a finished product. I'm not a final product. Like, I'm going to look all different types of ways. My makeup is going to smudge. My eyeliner is going to go all the way out to my damn hairline. Who cares? You know, I can get dirty. I can be messy. That's okay. But yeah, I'm going to dip on out. I love y'all so much. Also, the next time I come here, I'm hoping to do some crafts with you. I want to make some sketchbooks for some of my friends that are not with me. I really want to just create something for them so they know I've been thinking about them. And it feels really good to like carve out some time to do something creative. But I'm thinking, like, if other people have some creative projects, maybe we could all hang out. But I'm trying to do this on the Discord. I'm trying to figure out how to like do the live in the Discord together. Please hold. I'm figuring my shit out. I mean, Noe, that part. Like, I used to really be scared to go outside without makeup. I used to be scared to go outside without a wig. Like, I used to be scared to go outside with my natural fucking hair. Like, it's the way that, like, it's going to take time, friends. But some of us feeling ugly, feeling gross, like feeling weird, feeling like unlovable, like, that's a part of keeping us trapped, babe. Absolutely. Y'all too. Bye, babes. I'll talk to you soon.